All right, we are live. What's up, guys? Welcome to Fed Reacts, man. Happy to have you guys here, man. Happy to have you guys here. We are live. We are live. We are live. Give me ones in the chat if everything sounds good. Give me ones in the chat if everything sounds good, guys. We got everything going now. Let's see. Chat, what's up all to you guys, man? I think we should be good now. We should be live. You guys got me nice and clear? Okay, cool. Give me 1 sec. I'm signing into one of the chats right now. You guys like that new banner, by the way? You guys like that new banner? It's looking pretty good, right? We're definitely lit, man. Shout out to my guy that made it. Kendall Studios, I think it is. I think that should be it. Give me 1 sec, guys. I don't know what it is, man. Every time I sign in, it gives me some crap here. So, okay. I'm going to give you guys a quick little update of what's going on as well. Welcome to the stream, guys. Welcome to the stream. File in, boys. We are here. File in. It's been a few days. I haven't been here in a bit, so I'm happy to be back, man. Welcome to the stream, guys. Welcome to the stream. So let me make sure I got the right socials here. Guys, my TikTok, it's ban Myron Gaines now, okay? I gotta edit it. I guess it's not right. It says it's ban Myron Gaines X. That's the other one, but I think I'm gonna be using my the new one that I made that I've had for a while now. Myron Gaines X, ban Myron Gaines now. So that's the one that I'm gonna be using. I'm gonna start streaming it on as well. I don't have Bills here. It would have been great to have Bills to help me with this, but I don't have them for it. So I'll definitely get them so I can start streaming on TikTok. We're taking over, though, chat. The channel's growing. We're 195K. Okay, 200K on the way. We're absolutely cooking. I apologize for not being on air for a bit. I was, as you guys know, I was in West Virginia. I went and filmed with Tim Pool. We went ahead and did the culture war. I debated a former adult actress. She was very nice and pleasant, though. I think we had a pretty good and respectful conversation. Nothing too crazy. You know, guys, this is what I do, right? This is my wheelhouse when it comes to talking about intersexual dynamics with women and, you know, having this discussion. So that's just what I do. So shout out to you guys. Someone said, someone fix your audio. What? What are you niggas crying about now? What's wrong with the audio? What? What I do with what's wrong with the audio? Audio's low on the mic? Bro, y'all niggas, man. Bro, I just had these guys fix it, man. So it's definitely pretty high. I'll tell you that. I'm looking right now on the Roadcaster. I'm looking on this. It's coming in yellow, chat. Literally coming in yellow. Someone said, don't use a soundboard. I beg of you. Oh, don't worry. I'll go ahead and turn down some of the soundboards. I'll turn down the Don DeMarco button so it doesn't blow your eardrums out. I got you guys right now. Making the change as we speak. Okay, watch this. Not as loud, right? Don DeMarco. That shouldn't be here. That should be fine. So soundboard, I fixed it. So, someone said, I need speakers. Audio's fine, bro. They clowning. Audio's fine. Soundboard too loud. Yeah, I fixed the soundboard. You guys should hear it good now. So yeah. So we're there doing the culture war with Tim Pool. It was a good time. It was very fun. We went ahead and debated that topic. There was a little bit of miscommunication. I was supposed to be on IRL, but I guess there was just a scheduling mix-up or whatever, and there was another guy on. And, you know, the guy was a smaller guy, man, so it would have not been fair, right, for me to go on there and kind of steal the shine and shit. So, you know, I'm not tripping about it. You know, I'll go back on another time, no problem. So we'll get something going. I think we might set up a debate. I said we could do a debate. I could debate some Zionists or some shit like that and see what happens. Also, we're cooking on Twitter, as you guys know. I have a post right now talking about JFK. That has like 2 million impressions, so that's going pretty well. What else? Tomorrow, Okay, I got a big day tomorrow, guys. I'm going to be flying to Tampa. Okay, I'm going to be doing an interview with Matthew Cox. For some of you guys that forgot, Matthew Cox is a former felon, got arrested for basically doing fraud. He stole like millions upon millions of dollars, defrauded the government. And he ended up getting arrested. I think Secret Service ran his case. He was on our show, if you guys forget. We had a great interview with him. It was awesome. And, you know, I'm going to go up there to Tampa, do an interview with him. Then I'm going to come back and then go ahead and do, Myron Gaines X, of course, the debrief. And then we're going to go ahead and do Fresh and Fit. So I'm going to have a busy-ass day tomorrow, guys. I've been up since 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. I slept all day. Saturday, I was so tired, man, from all the traveling. As you guys know, I came in, I did the Culture War, then I flew to Miami, did 2 shows back-to-back, and then, you know, and then obviously Saturday hit, and now we're here doing the debrief, and then tomorrow we got a packed day, fly out to Tampa first thing in the morning, go do the interview, come back, gonna do the debrief, then gonna do 2 episodes of Fresh and Fit. Then after that, we're gonna go to, we're gonna be up in West Palm Beach. We're gonna be up in Mar-a-Lago, guys. We're gonna meet some people over there. It's gonna be a good time. I'm excited for that. Gonna probably pre-record the interviews. I don't know if we're gonna live stream there. But yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be really good. And what else? And then Wednesday, I'm trying to line up another interview for you guys with, I don't want to say yet, but we're going to have them. And yeah, I am very tired, guys. I'm not going to lie to you. I woke up like 1 o'clock in the morning, went to the gym, trained, and, you know, I was going to take a nap, but I said, nah, man, we got to start this stream up at 5 p.m. So yeah. Oh, and then my lip, I think I ate something earlier, guys. It's a little puffy here up top. I'm not going to lie. It's a little puffy up top here with the swelling. So I'll be fine. I took a little bit of Benadryl, so it'll go down. What else? What else announcements? I'm trying to think. Let me look at some chats here, make sure I don't miss any of you guys. And then we'll get into today's broadcast. Of course, Jack was one of them boys. Yeah, bro, he was one of them boys. Yep, definitely was. Revoked the 19th says, you see how Druski have you clipped in his new show, Could Have Been Love? Nah. You had me clipped in his show? No, bro, I didn't see it all. Mention me again, that guy, bro? Man, I think Druski loved me at this point, bro. I promise you guys, he watches Fresh and Fit, bro. I promise y'all he watches Fresh and Fit. Like, there's no way he doesn't. There's no way he doesn't, man. So, yeah. And the thing is, bro, is that there's just no other show like it. So everybody watch our shit. Even our ops watch our shit, bro. You know, Anus and Reach definitely watch it, right? Those losers drop a video on us every time they get a chance, so they're definitely watching the content. So, yeah, man. So, yeah. Let me see here if we got, and then we got here, BM 95 says, Ashley St.Clair just proves that TradCon female influencers are grifters. Yes, my friend. Women's only age is her sexuality, and red pill is always right. Also, she's one of them boys every single time, W. Myron. Yo, I've been told you guys about these TradCon women, bro. It's all cap. It always has been cap. You know, and I'll talk about that a little bit more. But we're going to talk about Jack the Ripper. They're going to talk about Ashley St.Clair. I was going to reserve this until tomorrow, but honestly, man, I haven't given you guys a stream in a bit. I am tired. I was only going to go for like an hour or whatever, but as I'm sitting here chatting with you guys, I think I owe you guys that extra, that a little bit longer, you know, that breakdown of what's going on with Sinclair. We're not going to spend too much time on Jack the Ripper. I estimate somewhere between 30 to 60 minutes at most with Jack the Ripper. We've covered him before on this channel if you guys haven't seen it yet. And I will go ahead and let me pull it up real fast for you ninjas, because we've definitely covered it. I enjoyed talking about it. I think to this day, it is probably the biggest serial killer case in the world, I would say. Worldwide, I think it's honestly the biggest. So, let's see here. Let me go ahead and put this Jack the Ripper. Fed reacts. Here we go. So if you go ahead, guys, and you search Fed reacts right here, okay, it comes right up at the top. Did it 1 year ago. I go into detail. 3-hour-long broadcast, but we go into, the facts, the circumstances, we'll go into a lot of detail with it, react to a video in there. So it's definitely good. Definitely good. So shout out to all you ninjas. Yeah, I would say Jack the Ripper is more famous than Zodiac, even though Zodiac is my favorite case. And the only reason why is because this one has a bit more international appeal. If you say Jack the Ripper, people are going to be like, oh, I've heard of him before. But if you say Zodiac Killer, people may or may not know. You know what I mean? So I would say the most famous serial killers, I would say Jack the Ripper number 1, Zodiac Killer 2, and then Ted Bundy 3rd. Andrew thinks Ted Bundy's number 1. That's debatable, but I do think, Zodiac Killer and Jack the Ripper by far, for sure, for unsolved cases. Absolutely for unsolved cases, the top 2. As I got my watermelon drink here. Trying to show you guys that I'm an FBA too. Also, did a really good talk with Angry Man. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode that we did with the Red Pill guys. I'm trying to do that once a week, okay? I said once a week. I'm trying to do that like once a month. And the reason why, guys, is because I think the Red Pill is super important and we need to bring in guys and unite. We just need to unite, man, because this shit is starting to get ridiculous with with how divisive we are and how guys aren't working together. And at the end of the day, we're all here to help each other out. So we'll see what happens. I know I got a little bit of controversy for saying what I said about, Kevin Samuels. But, dude, it's true, man. It's true. Like, you look at someone like Donovan Sharp, right? Donovan Sharp had him on like 70 times, guys. For those of you that don't know, the TSR, the Sharp Reality. Donovan Sharp's been running that show since like 2016. Like, I think he's at like 1,000 episodes now at this point. He's had Kev on like 70 times. I didn't know who Kevin was until I saw him with Donovan Sharp. He never shouted Donovan out. Never had him on his show when he blew up. You know what I mean? Loser ass O'Shea, he never had him on. Even though the nigga sits there and defends him all day. Never had him on. You know what I mean? So facts are facts, bro. I'll never. And then you say, oh, well, he came on your shit. Yeah, that was before he was like super big. You know what I mean? That was before he was super big. Remember, guys, and another thing too, little thing for you guys, for people that don't know. Fun fact for you guys. When Kevin Samuels was going viral for saying you're average at best, do you guys know that he was in Miami when he was blown up on World Star? He was in Miami. When he did the show with us, he had just done that episode. And then he came to Miami. He had booked the interview with us before he blew up. This is all facts because I remember vividly. I'll never forget this shit. After we did the show, we went to CVS, and he got some Mike and Ike's. And I remember this because he got the red hot chili, the spicy ones, and I thought that was weird. Like, I was like, holy crap, I didn't know people eat Mike and Ike's, let alone the spicy flavor. He got like 2 Red Bulls and Mike and Ike spicy, right? And I remember when I was walking with him the whole time, he was checking his phone the whole time. Oh man, we're blowing up. Oh man. And I was watching his Instagram blow up. He had 20K, guys. When he came on our show, I'll never forget this shit. He had like 20K. Like a day or two later, a week later, he had 1 million. Or like a couple 100,000. He had 20,000 around the time he did the interview with us, chat. And he was blown up that day because he had just done that interview. So, yeah. Yeah, he was eating Mike and Ike's, man. Rest in peace to Kevin Samuels, man. Like I said, I'm not going to speak ill of the deceased. But, bro, the truth is the truth, man. You know what I mean? Like, he's always going to go down history. He's still the Godfather, right? I don't got anything negative to say about him, you know, but the truth is the truth, man. And I want to make sure that before I pass, you know, I'm able to help out my guys as much as I can, if that ever happens, right? I don't want to just leave and, you know, people aren't where they need to be. Like, I want all my friends to win. I want anyone that has worked with Fresh and Fit in the past in the red pill space, we're going to bring you guys up too. Because if they blow up and they surpass us, great. Then we could go work with them. You know what I mean? Like, it's a W for everybody. Like, you look at like Andrew Tate, right? Andrew blew up and, you know, he didn't retract the ladder. He still works with us. He still you know, shouts us out, talks about us and stuff like that. So, you know, that's what it's about, man. It's about supporting your guys, helping your guys out. You know, recipes to Gavin. You know, but yeah, I remember that's something that I'll never forget. I was there with him when he was like literally when World Star had posted him and he was going wild viral. And he was just watching his Instagram fly up. He was watching the YouTube views go up. He was watching the subscriber count go up all real time. He was showing it to me. That's why, if you guys remember, we did it. He was there the whole weekend. I think we had a panel show. I think like him and some other guys were on a panel, and he had his laptop there the whole time. You guys notice how he wasn't engaged in the show at all? That's why. The real OGs know that. The real OGs. So that's fun little going back in history there a little bit. Okay, so I'll read these chats again, then we'll get into the show. Oh, shit. You know what? I forgot. Let me go ahead and tweet out that we're live. I always mess up and don't do this. Give me one sec, chat. I'm going to tweet right now. We're at 245K followers, chat. We're lit right now, man. Even with being de-verified, shadow banned, and demonetized. Hold on one sec. Live now discussing Jack the Ripper being identified and Ashley St.Clair being 304. There we go. Boom. Links below. Since I can't even fucking live stream on YouTube anymore on my X, or I can't live stream on my X because Elon's a fucking loser. Which I will continue. That's the thing, bro. You guys know I'm not gonna, like, I'm gonna shoot straight, man. Like, I'll call people out if they're on some fucking bullshit. And Elon is definitely on some bullshit, bro. Definitely on some bullshit, man. Dude believes in freedom of speech only when only if you're not making fun of him, when it's convenient, exactly. So he already banned Milo for a week for exposing her, bro. All right. Live now. Boom. All right, let me pin this shit. Yeah, our JFK post chat got 2.1 million views on it right now. So we are absolutely cooking, man. We are cooking. Like I said, I'm doing my tours, doing different interviews, going on different channels.
You're going to say what you're going to do tomorrow?
Yeah, I explained it to them. Yeah. Busy day tomorrow. Okay. Why y'all attacking on different fronts? I was surprised to see what's his name on Fresh Live. I'm super behind, but love to see bridges mended. What? I don't know what you guys are talking about. What are you guys talking about? JIINC, I don't know what you're talking about. Demetrius Rap says, yo, man, I think we should do a subathon with After Hours and do a red pill, blue pill song wars with the whole squad. I will. We'll do it after we do our master run. They also mentioned you on his interview at Breakfast Club. Yeah, they did, bro. Yeah, they did. I think it's because I made fun about the Ruby Rose thing. Because he tried to say how money doesn't make you a lame. And I was like, bruh, you paid money to Ruby Rose to be your fake girlfriend. What are you talking about? L feminist in the chat from El Scrappy. We got a feminist in the chat? Okay. I enjoy watching your debate with Rabbi Dildo. Do you have any other debates like this planned in the future? I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'll see if Tim wants to host me debating a Zionist on culture war. I could do that. I don't know if Piers will have me back on. He did say it was one of his favorite debates that he had. But I might be too, I'll be honest, guys, I might be too extreme for some of these guys, bro. Can you guys believe it? Like, a lot of people think I'm too extreme. Like, people are literally scared to platform me, bro. Maybe I am, I don't know. Apparently, people don't like my memes and my tweets. That's what a lot of it is, chat. Like, a lot of people say my tweets are extreme, they're racist, I use fucked up memes, which I won't confirm or deny. We got here, Johnny Boy says, a conspiracy being made that connects Jack the Ripper with the Filipino national hero, Jose Rizal. Only one reason is because Rizal remained in London from May 1888 to January 1889. It was also during these times that the murders of the Jack the Ripper took place. When Rizal left London, it seemed like a miracle that the murders linking Jack the Ripper disappeared. Interesting. Okay, Johnny Boy, I'm not familiar with that conspiracy, but okay. Song Wars as a New Bills Mo battling song, for example. All you guys have 5 to 10 red pill and 5 to 10 blue pill songs, and everyone plays their song, and we have the chat vote for the first round. And whose song is the most red pill, blue pill song will win the next round, so forth. That'd be lit as fuck. Lit, and we see the sun come up. Don't worry, one of those streams is coming again. That's not a bad idea, though. JJ says, y'all attacking on different fronts. I was surprised to see what's his name on Fresh is Live. I'm super behind, but love to see those bridges mended. I don't know who you guys are talking about. Who are y'all talking about? I'm looking at the chat right now to see.
Frank.
Who you guys are talking about. Yeah, I don't know who you guys are talking about.
Leave her alone.
Oh, Yende? We don't got problems with Yende, man. We cool. Let's see here. Might want to pin Streamlabs or something on YouTube for Super Chat, but my question is, what's different between monthly from yearly joining Locals Cast Club? Yearly, bro, it's way cheaper versus paying the monthly fee. It's way cheaper. So, you know, yearly is the way to go to save money, my friend. That's what I would say. That will help you a lot. So, yeah. And then also, yeah, let me go ahead and pin the chat for you guys for the Streamlabs. Because those chats are easier for me to read because they come right up on screen chat. So let me go ahead and put that up here real quick. Okay. Get your chat read. Here. Boom. All right, and I'll pin it right here for you guys. Well, if it'll let me pin it. Cool. And then what else do I have here that I got to do? Is there anything else? All right. Here, and then I'll put it in the Cast Club for you guys as well. If you guys want to donate there. L Scrappy with the Myron says, would you be interested in inviting the right-wing influence activist Martin Sellner? He would be an interesting interview partner. Have no idea who that is. LJINC, you ain't wrong, Myron. I try to point this out to others, but I think people's dislike for y'all blinds them to the truth. RIP the Godfather, though. Yeah, nah, bro. It's you know. Yeah, man. I mean, it's the truth, bro. It's the truth, and I like again. That's the big reason why when I saw how he was moving with like not putting his people on, that's when I said, all right, I'm gonna make sure I put everybody on, because I didn't want to do that. You know what I mean? And a lot of guys didn't say nothing because they didn't want to come off as like assholes or whatever. But it's the truth, man. I'm just telling y'all what people were feeling like, man. So that's one thing that kind of sucked. Not sure why FB is putting woke liberal posts that has many negative reacts to comments about it. Looks like comment reacting fishing while IG is adding a lot of pro-O/man anti them boys. Yeah, we'll see what happens, bro. People are waking up, man. I'm telling y'all that right now. People are waking up, dude. People are fucking waking up. But anyway, we got a video to react to. We got identifying the Ripper. This comes from News Nation. I hope we don't get hit with a copyright.
About this.
But let's see what happens. Let me turn up the volume for you guys as well, because I already know y'all gonna be like, bro, I can't hear, man. I can't hear. So I got you ninjas right now.
Legend. How many victims? How were they found? And the morbid things that the murderer.
So first, we're gonna give you guys a quick little recap on the victims. The victims were Mary Ann Nichols, Annie Chapman. Matter of fact, hold on. I go into this here with more detail here. But real quick, who is Jack the Ripper? Right? So, Jack the Ripper was an unidentified serial killer who was active in and around the impoverished Whitechapel district of London, England in 1888. By the way, guys, Whitechapel, that's the area that I was in when I went to go see Pearl for the episode that we did with the girls. It is pretty much in Pakistan now, in England. The killer was also called the Whitechapel Murderer and Leather Apron. Attacks ascribed to Jack the Ripper typically involved women working as prostitutes who lived in the slums of the east of London. Their throats were cut prior to abdominal mutilations. The removal of internal organs from at least 3 of the victims led to speculation that their killer had some anatomical or surgical knowledge. Rumors that the murders were connected intensified in September and October 1888, and numerous letters were received by media outlets in Scotland Yard from people purporting to be the murderer. Now, just so you guys know, like, the police got like hundreds of letters saying, I'm the killer. And this happens all the time whenever you have, like, famous serial killers. This happened with the Zodiac. Obviously, it happened with Jack the Ripper. And, this obviously intrudes and hurts the police's ability to actually conduct their investigation and find out who the perpetrator was. Then on top of that, back in the 1800s, bro, these dudes didn't have fingerprints, didn't have cameras, didn't have nothing. Like, we're talking about prehistoric times when it comes to police work and refinement of police activities, okay? This was like straight dookie police technology. They didn't have shit, bro. They didn't even have fingerprints back then, okay? So, let's go ahead and get into this video here.
Did and took with him. Those details are next.
The atrocities.
Now, this guy, Russell Edwards, he purchased a shawl that was DNA tested to identify the killer, which we're going to talk about that a little bit. But I want to go into some of the murders first. You guys get an idea of who this motherfucker was. He was a crazy bastard. Then we're going to go into the new evidence that came out.
Annie, worse than the red pop. He cut her throat, burst down to the spine of the neck. There's reports somewhere saying that he actually tried to cut her head off, but he didn't have the time. He then took his knife and he cut the front flap of skin from the rib cage right down past the pubes, and he laid it out to the side of the body.
That's crazy, bro.
Then cut out the testicles. That's the moment show. He took the uterus, he cut it out and took it with him. And finally, she had some brass rings on her finger, he wrenched them off. Quite literally as if that wasn't a human being whatsoever. Now, she had a black eye. And everybody assumed initially that the Ripper had done that to her. In fact, one of her friends came forward and said, you know what, I gave that to Dark Annie. We got into a fight. Have a guess what they had a fist fight over?
The custody.
Yes. Bar of soap.
Welcome back to our special on Jack the Ripper and what could be the oldest cold case ever solved. I want to give you fair warning. There's a lot of very uncomfortable information that is about to come your way.
Yeah, this dude was really violent, Chad. So, yeah, viewer discretion is advised, niggas.
Comfortable. Obviously, you just heard a description of how the Ripper used his knife on his second victim, Annie Chapman.
And he was a barber.
That's courtesy of
The killer, which explains some use, how good he was with the knife, because he was pretty... Nigga was cutting all kinds of shit up.
the man who may have solved this case, Russell Edwards. After almost 140 years of legend and research, books and movies, not to mention sensational hype. You'd think almost nothing about Jack's reign of terror could come as news. But the full extent of the horrors that he inflicted on at least 5 unsuspecting women is so much worse than most people likely know. And what many people accept as fact, surprisingly, isn't. Like the women, they weren't all necessarily prostitutes, for one thing. At least there was no proof that they were. But we do know this. All of the victims' throats were cut. That may be how he started. And again, fair warning, graphic stuff coming. For one victim, the Ripper's 3rd victim, Elizabeth Stride, the throat cutting, that was where it ended. The lack of any further mutilation in Stride's case led many to suspect that the Ripper had been interrupted in his work, or that Stride's killer might have actually been somebody else. The other victims, they weren't just slashed or stabbed. They were eviscerated. At least 3 of the women had organs removed from their bodies, which is one reason the killer was thought to be a doctor or a butcher or a barber. It was definitely someone who was good with a blade. It is possible there was even cannibalism. We do know all of this from the official case files, many of which were destroyed during the bombing of London in World War II. But Jack the Ripper prowled the streets and picked his victims a decade before police could even use fingerprints in court. And as primitive as policing was back then, they did keep good records, including diagrams, even photos, which even by today's standards are graphic. Of the 5 unspeakably horrible murders generally attributed to Jack the Ripper, the so-called canonical 5, as they're referred to, Mary Ann Nichols was the first. She was also known as Polly. Even before the Ripper was a name to be known and feared, Mary Ann's death cast a grim light on the Dickensian conditions and the crime in London's East End. Polly was lying on the ground with her left hand touching the gate. Her bonnet was next to her right hand. Her skirts were rumpled just above her knees. Her throat was severely cut from left to right. Her windpipe, her gullet, and her spinal cord had been cut through. The abdomen had been cut open from the center of the bottom of her ribs. Her stomach coating was cut in several pieces. There were 2 small stabs on her private parts. Her eyes were wide, open, and glassy. The Ripper's 2nd known victim was Annie Chapman, known as Dark Annie. And again, fair warning here. Around 6 a.m. on the 8th of September in 1888, Annie was found on her back, with her feet flat on the ground, her legs bent. Her dress was pushed above her knees. Her left arm was across her left breast. Her right arm was at her side. Her earlobe was cut. Her limbs were not yet completely stiff, but rigor mortis was starting to set in. Her face was swollen and facing to the right. Her tongue was also swollen, but her lips were closed. There was a scarf around her neck. And you just heard what hell the Ripper inflicted from that tour guide's description at the top of this segment. The Ripper's 4th victim, Catherine Eddowes, also had her throat cut. Her intestines were drawn out and placed over her right shoulder and smeared with fecal matter.
Bruh. Okay, I'll let her finish describing this, and then we're going to talk about this a little bit.
Another piece of her intestines placed between her left arm and her body. Her body was actually quite warm when they found her. Rigor mortis had not yet started. Her eyelids had been cut. The tip of her nose was detached. One of her earlobes was missing. And the killer carved inverted V's on both of her cheeks. Jack the Ripper's last known victim, Mary Jane Kelly, was mutilated more than the others, perhaps proof of the Ripper's escalation. Her thighs had been stripped with a blade, her abdomen removed. Her breasts had been cut off, her arms were mutilated, her right ear was cut off, her face was slashed in all directions, and her neck was severed down to the spine. Her left femur was split, exposing the marrow. Her uterus, her kidneys, and one of her breasts were placed under her head. The other breast was placed by her right foot. Her liver was placed between her feet. Her intestines were clumped by the right side of her body, but her heart was never found. Coming up, if Aaron Kosminski were on trial today, he'd be 159 years old. But more to the point.
Now, let's go real quick to them identifying the killer. But before I do that, let's talk about this real quick, right? So I've talked about serial killers before, guys. But one thing I kind of want to, because you might be new to this channel or whatever, so I kind of want to just rehash this again. So the serial killers typically that get away, or the most prolific of serial killers, typically go after victims that no one cares about. Now, who is the victim that you can go after that people aren't going to necessarily be looking for or put as much effort into investigating their death? Well, it's going to be prostitutes a lot of times. Why? Because prostitutes, guys, typically they don't have family, or if they do have family, they don't care about them. They travel often because of the nature of their work. They're often with strange men. They meet different people all the time. So they don't necessarily have the societal care for them, right, as other groups of people will. And we've seen the police and law enforcement mobilize if a certain victim is attacked versus other victims, right? And it's just an unfortunate reality when it comes to law enforcement, right? If you're a police department and you have, strain out resources, right? Which a lot of police departments do, right? Between paying overtime, getting payroll, overtime, equipment, getting canines, getting all this stuff. It's very expensive to run a police department, guys. So you have to make sure that you allocate your resources to most important stuff, right? So if you have a missing person who's a known prostitute to the department, are they going to go ahead and devote a lot of resources to finding that woman, knowing that she travels often? This isn't the first time she's been reported missing. She comes and goes. Like, no one really cares. Are they going to take it as seriously? No, they're not. They're going to divert their resources to other missing persons, other cold cases, murders, other serious investigations. And that's just kind of how it goes, guys. And I know that sucks, but this is why ladies of the night always end up being some of the most common victims for serial killers. Now, if you look at the most, the most prolific serial killer of American history, it's a guy named Samuel Little. And Samuel Little operated mostly during the 60s, 70s, and 80s, right? And he killed something like, I think the FBI marked him at somewhere between 60 to 100 victims confirmed, right? He has the highest body count of any other serial killer. And most of his victims were prostitutes. And also, another fun fact for you guys about how serial killers are able to get away, especially in America, the interstate highway system. The interstate highway system is probably one of the biggest reasons that serial killers were able to not just kill their victims, but be able to escape. And that is because with the interstate highway system, you're able to quickly and easily access another state. For all my people that aren't American, the way it goes is this. Every time you go into new town, new county, or a new state, you are now under new jurisdiction. And the people that have the predominant authority to investigate murders, right, premeditated, which is what serial killers fall under most of the time, is state and local authorities, right? The feds, guys, contrary to popular belief and what media tries to tell you, the feds don't investigate murder, guys. They don't. I know you're saying like, well, hold on one second, Myron. What are you talking about the feds don't investigate murder? I've seen FBI help out on murder cases. Look at the Brian Kohlberger case. They were involved in that. Well, guys, it is still Moscow Police Department that's running that investigation. For those of you that are unaware, the Brian Kohlberger case is the guy that killed all those people in, I think it was Idaho. Idaho. In Moscow, Idaho. He killed those college students. He went in there and he stabbed them all up, etc. And they ended up catching him in Pennsylvania at his parents' house, and they were able to link him by DNA. The only reason the FBI came in is because he traveled interstate to escape. So the FBI went ahead and assisted the locals with getting the arrest. But however, the state and locals are running that investigation because murder almost always falls under the state and local jurisdiction, okay? Feds come in typically when there's an interstate nexus. Kidnapping, a bank robbery was happening when the murder occurred, racketeering, the murder was a part of a racketeering scheme. Maybe it was a murder on the high seas. Then the feds can get involved and take it. Happens on an Indian reservation, etc. But in general, most murder investigations, chat, are reserved for the Most murder investigations typically go to the state. Now, with that said, so since we know that it's typically a state crime and a local jurisdiction crime, once that serial killer leaves that jurisdiction, it's going to be a bit harder for that local law enforcement agency to track him down. Let alone if it's like a small law enforcement and agency and they don't have much resources, then they're going to have to kick it up to the sheriff's office or to the state police. And they have a bunch of murders that they got to deal with. Now, it gets even better. Back then in the 1970s, this is why serial killers operated with impunity in the 1970s. They didn't have the National Crime Information Center or National Crime Information Index, whatever, NCIC, okay, and NLIS, National Law Enforcement Telecommunications System. These two databases, guys, were databases that were invented later on that would allow law enforcement to track individuals, right, that where there was an interstate database. You could have a warrant out for somebody. You could put lookouts for people. You can put driver's license information. All that stuff was there in the database. In the 1970s, we didn't really have this streamlined yet, okay? And we didn't have the internet like that. Law enforcement agencies didn't really start working with each other. It wasn't until people like Ted Bundy started coming around, who was killing a bunch of women in different states, right? As you guys know, he famously traveled, killed women in Washington, Oregon, California, Iowa, Florida, I think some girls in Colorado, Utah. He was killing women all over the place. And he escaped from prison twice. So Ted Bundy, right, alongside people like Samuel Little, etc., created the impetus that was needed for interstate databases and for law enforcement agencies to start working together. Okay, guys? So the interstate highway system actually inadvertently allowed serial killers to flourish in America. That's why they went, all the top serial killers operated in the 1970s. I'm convinced, guys, now at this point, after talking with people, after doing my research, etc., I genuinely think the 1970s was probably the worst time to be in the United States, bro. It was probably the worst time, right? You had inflation, you had the mafia going crazy, you had people like Ted Bundy, you had people like Jeffrey Dahmer committed his first murder, I think, in 1975. You had John Wayne Gacy, the killer clown in Chicago, going wild. You had Ed Kemper. Who else? Holy shit. I'm drawing a blank here. The Son of Sam. Who else operated in the 1970s? The Green River Killer, Ridgway.
Mm-hmm.
His name was
Gary Ridgway.
He was going crazy. Who else? Samuel Little.
John Wayne Gacy, I think.
John Wayne Gacy, I said him. Who else?
In the 70s?
Richard Cunningham, a.k.a. the Torso Killer. Like, all the top serial killers were operating in the 1970s. I can, what was that, like 7 or 8 I just named? Yeah. There was more, chat. There were more. So this is like, the Zodiac Killer, I think he was still killing people in the early 1970s. So, what a crazy decade. But the point I'm trying to make is that I say all that to bring it back full circle. Even back in the 1800s, what was Jack the Ripper doing? He was going after prostitutes, right? He was going after victims that he knew the police weren't going to put as much effort into investigating their murder, which is unfortunate. It sucks. But this is why serial killers a lot of times, like these thrill killers, serial killers, spree killers, etc., they typically go for victims that no one cares about, right? For obvious reasons.
Point. The DNA that links him to the
All
murder
right,
and
so
the
let's go to the beginning.
All of the issues that are bubbling to the surface this week with this DNA declaration that we may have actually...
And this information came out, what, like a couple days ago?
Genealogically linked DNA from a crime scene of Jack the Ripper's to an actual guy.
Yep, Charles Manson operated in the 1970s as well. Thank you, Chad. Yep.
Look, I love science and I love forensics, but there are plenty of critics too. There's so much that I thought I knew about Jack the Ripper, about his victims, about what happened to those victims. We've had sweeping descriptions, but no deep descriptions. Tonight, fair warning, big warning. A lot of really ugly, graphic details are coming. Not only am I going to talk to you about why Jack the Ripper gripped us for 135 years, but also what he did to those women. What was being said back then about the women, about the killer, and how that community was seized in fear. The headlines are just delicious. I mean, you really do want to go through these 1888 headlines with me. That's coming in just a moment as well. I'm going to take you on a tour of the actual cobblestone streets where each of these murders happened. So this is a special edition of Banfield tonight. Let me just get into it, because there is this issue of what if we're wrong? And if we're wrong, and it hasn't been solved, that name is still out there. I'm going to go over the other possible suspects too. But if you mention the crime of the century, you might think OJ. But the 19th century...
We covered O.J. Simpson on this channel as well, chat. Make sure to go watch that. I go into detail on that one, and we talk about what happened on that fateful night back in the mid-90s of who killed Nicole Simpson. I don't think it was O.J. by himself, and I have a very good theory on who I think it was that was with him. You guys got to go check out that episode if you haven't already. Matter of fact, hold on. Real quick, I want to take a poll. Because I want to see how shadow banned I am. Because it amazes me how many times you guys ask me for cases that I've done already. Give me a 1 if you guys have not seen my O.J. episode. Give me a 1 if you guys have not seen my OJ episode. Give me a 1. If you have not seen my OJ Simpson episode. Wow. Okay. Holy shit. That's a lot of you guys that haven't seen it. Okay. So you go Fed Reacts. O.J. Simpson, because I did a deep dive on this one. 3 hours and 3.5 hours. You know why? Also, guys, you guys probably didn't see it. This video, yeah. See, fucking graphic information, of course. Fucking lame, dude. Yeah. Let me go ahead and give you guys the link. Here it is. Go watch it, my ninjas. Pisses me off, man. How you guys like don't see all this, all these great ass breakdowns I be doing, bro. I dropped the link for you guys, and I'll drop it in Castle Club too. Timestamps are there and everything for you guys. Make sure to go check it out. O.J. Simpson, Federax. It has a, yeah, it's shadow banned also, guys, because it's age restricted, because it's pretty violent. So definitely go check it out. I actually really enjoyed this one, and I did a lot of research before I did this episode. So you guys are gonna really enjoy it, man. So anyway.
That belongs to Jack the Ripper. If you think about it, of all the serial killers that live in our nightmares, Dahmer, Zodiac, Son of Sam, H.H. Holmes, the Iceman, not...
Iceman's a fraud. We talked about him with Michael Francis. Definitely inflated his numbers, and I believe Michael Francis on that one.
One of them endured like Jack.
We covered all those cases. The only case I didn't cover of those serial killers he mentioned was H.H. Holmes, which we'll do him, or H.H. Holmes or Shipman. We'll do him next.
Ripper. It's mostly because the Ripper's crimes were never solved, the Ripper himself was never found, but all that tonight might change. This week there was earth-shattering news in the true crime community. Jack the Ripper has been unmasked. A real name has been put to the nickname. And this time, it's not just conjecture and theory, it's science. Forensic science, genealogy, and cold, hard evidence. It seems a blood-stained shawl found at one of the Ripper's ghastly murders also contained male DNA. Semen.
Bro was whacking off at the crime scene.
Presumably from the murder.
Oh, speaking of whacking off at the crime scene and getting caught, BTK. Dennis Rader, a.k.a. Bind, Torture, Kill. The Golden State Killer, the original one, okay? He also was operating in the 1970s. The original Night Stalker. And funny enough, speaking of dudes, is this the second or third nigga now that's got caught because he wanted to bust nut to the crime scene? Bro, funny story for you guys. Go back in time. The year is 1974, 1975. Your boy Dennis Rader, a.k.a. the BTK, commits a crime, breaks into a home, and kills a family, okay? He left some, to include a little girl. Deplorable piece of crap. So, he leaves semen at the crime scene because the guy used to, relieve himself after doing these crimes. He's a whack job. Like a lot of these guys, right? Now, back in the 1970s, they didn't have DNA capabilities, but they, obviously collected at the crime scene and potentially so they can test it later. So fast forward, it's like the early to mid 2000s now. Okay, he stopped killing people. He hasn't been out in the scene, but he writes to a news company taunting that he's gonna make a comeback and start killing people again. He sends them a cereal box with a Barbie doll tied up and like with tape around her face or whatever, right? Hey, serial killer, BTK. So he sends it, and the police are able to communicate with him, right? And they say, hey, give us a floppy disk so that we can, see what's gonna happen. His dumb ass like, okay, can you guys trace floppy disks? He's like, they're like, no. So he sends in the disk, right? And they fucking are able to pull metadata off and figure out that he works at a church. His name is Dennis Rader, right? But that's not enough. They need to be able to effectively link him to these other crimes in the 1970s when he was going crazy, right? In the 70s and 80s. Because mind you, he hadn't killed people for roughly 20 years now at this point. So they find out his daughter is a student at a university. I think it was like the University of Kansas or something, right? They go and they realize that she had seen the doctor. So they go ahead and they pull DNA from when she went to go see the campus doctor. They do a DNA match. Remember that first case I told you back in the 1970s? They do a DNA match. Boom, it's a fucking match. They run an operation and they arrest his ass. And that's another big case that was solved by niggas being stupid and busting nuts at crime scenes. But we'll carry on. And I was just able to pull that all off the top of my head, by the way. Some of the facts there might be hazy, but I think I'm like 90% accurate there with that recollection for you guys off the dome. Pause.
Murderer. That shawl was purchased by a historian who put it through the forensic paces using genealogy. That male DNA traced forward 100.
Shout out to this guy, Russell Edwards, who bought the shawl at an auction like in 2006 or 2007. And he put it through to get tested. Now, obviously, this is going to meet some scrutiny, right? People are going to say, oh, that's bullshit, blah, blah.
35 years to a great-great-grandniece of a man named Aaron Kosminski.
And just so you guys are wondering, yes, he's one of them, Aaron Kosminski. And they tested the DNA from a great-great-great-great-great-grandniece, I think it was, if I'm not mistaken.
Great-grandniece of a man named Aaron.
Like 3 or 4 generations, man. This happened like 130-something years ago, man.
Kosminski. This is a rendition. This is a mock-up of what he might have looked like. Kosminski was a 23-year-old Polish immigrant who plied his trade by day as a
Polish and
barber. So we know that he was quick with a blade. And as it happened, Kosminski was known to...
Back then in the 1800s, guys, they didn't have, razors and shit like that. So he had to use switchblades and stuff like that to, really cut people up. So, you get pretty good with that thing once you cut enough heads.
The police back then, he was even a suspect. The police could never prove he did it. But if the shawl, the blood, the DNA, and Kosminski proved to be the defining moment of this ice-cold crime, have we indeed solved the greatest true crime mystery of all time? The historian behind the revelation has spent years piecing together this puzzle, even touring devotees through the deserted streets of London's East End to walk in the footsteps of history's most vexing killer.
On Saturday, the 8th of September, 1888, the second murder.
I think it's also good to know that back then, guys, London is a dump now, but it was really a dump back then. Like, lots of homeless people, lots of alcoholics. A lot of these women were selling their bodies just so they can get a bed to sleep at night, because they had these, these hotels where you could pay by, the hour by the night to sleep at. And these women were homeless. They were just, selling their bodies. A lot of them were alcoholics, vagrants all over the place.
The victim fell at the hands of the world knows as Jack the Ripper. He cut her throat, burst it down to the spinal cord. There's reports somewhere saying that he actually tried to cut a head off, but he didn't have the time. This doorway here was on the latch, it was never locked. So this is where the unfortunates would bring their customers into the backyard, service them, and off they went. And the number of times I've stood here over the years and wondered, you know, because this was the only one on the latch, whether there were hunters, if you like, and unfortunates standing, waiting their turn. Now the thing is, you've got to realise that the Truman Brewery, so you've got the smell of the brewery, you've got the slaughterhouses and the leather works, plus these streets where you're inside by the homeless, downtrodden, the destitute. These are the streets of Whitechapel. For the research that I've done over the years, I've stood here, not every year, but I stood here to wonder what it would have been like. Would it have been this dark, would it have been this light? First you go in daylight, and people are walking to work, Spitalfields Market is just here. And yet, this murderer just vanished into thin air.
Vanished into thin air. The understatement of the century. Russell Edwards is that tour guide, that historian, and is that true crime sleuth who may have cracked a case for the ages, and he's live with me now. Mr. Edwards, thank you so much for being back with me. I so appreciate seeing you again. How certain are you? How certain are you that the Ripper is Aaron Kosminski?
Oh, without doubt, 100% it's him. You've got to remember that the name of the Ripper was given to me by Scotland Yard. You mentioned about this face. This face is a facial reconstruction by an expert from the family photos that were given to me by one of the by one of the descendants. So it's not sort of like a mock-up, but that's actually what it looked like.
Let's talk about where this case actually stands. I mean, you've done this, you've, I assumed, presented this, but legally, where are we? We can't have a court case. You know, the perpetrator is dead. He can't be tried. But what about an inquest? Where might this go?
Yeah, okay, so we've tried with the Attorney General twice. The first time, a few years ago now, it was very obvious that they didn't even look at the letter or the case that we presented. And in fact, I put that in the book as a rebuff. They just weren't interested. The second letter came back, or the response, and let me just say it took them 6 months to respond. We did press them very hard for a response. And really the 4 questions asked of an inquest, it's who, where, how and when. It's the how that we can look at here, how the deceased came about their death. And with that, we can actually add now with the new evidence that we've got, how it was actually Catherine Eddowes, the 4th the victim, how she came by her death. And with what the evidence that we have, we can actually place Aaron Kosminski at the murder scene.
I mean, it's fascinating, this shawl, that it still exists 135 years later. Where is the shawl right now? Have police asked you for it?
Oh, no. Do you know, the most interesting thing about this shawl is it was in the police filing cabinet for over a decade, and they actually did nothing with it down in the crime museum.
That's crazy that they had that shit for that long, man. Mediocre police work, right?
It was the owner, who's the great-great-grandnephew of acting Sergeant Amos Simpson, that was actually on what's called Finian duties on the night in one of the houses at Mitre Square. And he was one of the first on the scene before P.C. Watkins, who officially found Catherine. And he asked if he could take the shawl away with him, as his wife was a seamstress. And again, it's a very beautiful piece of material. In fact, it's about, I would say, nearly 9 foot in length and about 2.5 foot in width, as you can see there. And he took it home for his wife.
Important artifact.
She wasn't
Where is it?
very... Well, that's in a bank vault in an undisclosed location is all I can tell you.
In a bank vault. So the police had it, didn't test it. Now there are all these headlines. You have tested it. Do you think that someone is going to want you to turn the shawl over for some independent testing?
Not likely. They've never knocked on the door. And when we originally did this, they certainly weren't interested. It's curious that they
Russell
sort
Edwards,
of just not bothered.
Yeah, you're not kidding. Because my next question really covers that. Why has this case gripped the globe? It is not an American fascination. It's not a British fascination. It is a global fascination. There have been murderers far worse, I dare say, than Jack the Ripper. I named some of them off the top of the show. Their names are not common parlance like Jack the Ripper. Why is it? What is it about him and his crimes that just we can't let go?
It's the eternal whodunit, and in fact, you said it. It's the name, Jack the Ripper. About 70 years before these murders, there was another set of notorious murders only up the road from these, and yet no one would ever have heard of them, which is the Ratcliffe Highway murders. It's the name that carries this. It's the romance of the Victorian era, and of course, with this one, it's the whodunit. When you name other serial killers, they've all been caught.
Yes, I agree. This is exactly why him and the Zodiac Killer are so big, is because they never got caught, man. They never got caught.
No, this is the one that unofficially was caught, if you like, but never brought to trial.
Well, also the one that got away for a century and a half. I mean, if he really is unmasked at this time. Russell Edwards, can't thank you enough. So appreciate it. And I'm loving your tour. It's going to continue throughout the rest of this special. We're going to see Russell coming up. And also, just a quick note about your book. It's called Naming Jack the Ripper, The Definitive Reveal. Thank you so much for this.
Pleasure.
You know, solving the case. Well,
Now, again, the reason why, because a lot of people are like, hey, this is kind of BS, right? Like, how do we know it was this guy, Kosminski, whatever? Remember, guys, Scotland Yard gave him that name. So he was actually a suspect, an official suspect in the investigation. So the fact that they were able to track down one of his family members, right, and do a test and match 100% to that descendant, that's huge, chat. That's pretty huge because, again, he was an official subject of investigation by the police. Obviously, they didn't have the capacity to bring him in because of, you know, like I said before, unsophisticated police procedures. But they absolutely had him as a target. So that's a crazy coincidence, if anything. So I would say I think 90% chance that's our guy. In my opinion, chat. 90% chance that our guy. Because he was able to get a 100% match on a guy the police thought was the fucking dude. What are the chances, right? So obviously there's going to be chain of custody issues, right? They're going to say, oh, this fucking, you know, this guy, this sleuth had this evidence. There was no police to chain of custody. How do we know he didn't fuck with it or whatever? You can always make those things. But I would say we're pretty damn close to that more than likely being the guy. So, okay, let me go ahead and I'll read chat. So we're going to get into the next topic at hand, chat, which I am going to set up here. Hold on one sec. Boom. I'm going to read some chats. Let me get this set up, chat. Give me one sec. Shout out to all you ninjas, by the way, tuning in. Guys, do me a favor. Like the video, please. I'd really appreciate if you ninjas like the video. That helps a lot with the algorithm, growing the channel. We're growing at a good rate. You know, like I said, I really want to take over 2025. So all 10K live, all 2025, starting at 5. Okay, guys? That's what we're going to do. Starting at 5, 10K live, 2025. That's what we're doing. All right, we got Malagantz goes at Malagantz. I don't know what the purpose of that was. Myron, I was watching an episode of Myron Gaines X on YouTube a day after it went live, and they were running ads like crazy. Did they finally monetize your channel? No, I'm still demonetized, so I don't know, man. I guess they're making money on me, but that's not me, bro. We got here, AOH says, can you look into Flight 800 passenger plane that crashed in 1996 shortly after takeoff in New York City? Over 100 eyewitnesses saw a missile hit the plane, but CIA debunked the witnesses and claimed it was a mechanical failure. Case still disputed to this day. Yeah, I can, Angie. Can you? Oh, she's already on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, TWA Flight 800, Angie, is what it's called. TWA Flight 800. Let's see here. Myron, have you covered Richard Ramirez, the Night Stalker? Yes, I have, my friend. I got you right now. Let me pull it up for you. So you go on YouTube, right? Boom. So we're gonna go Fed Reacts, Night Stalker. Here we go. Boom. This was a good one too. I'll drop the link for you. This guy was crazy, bro. This guy was a serial killer that he would use whatever weapon was in the house. This nigga was different. Here you guys go. Here it is in the chat. So, yeah, this dude was literally use anything that was in the house to kill the people. He'd break in and just use whatever tools were in there. So, yeah. Okay, let's see what else we got here. All right. We got I know you have to talk about it. Did not appear on my feed. Hyman Slayer. Yeah, I dropped the link in there for you guys. Puerto Rock Bori, 1. Okay. Myron, keep cooking, bro. Fresh and fit, real hasta la muerte. Cooking with Myron. FYI, I use my credit card to purchase this chat. Thank you, Puerto. Myron, did you say truck drivers have the highest amounts of serial kills that are actually currently active? No, I didn't say that, but they absolutely are in a good position to be a serial killer. Actually, there was a famous serial killer, guys, that I might watch with you guys on FBI Files. Shout out to Love You, Myron, a real nigga. That's from AJ Sandy Balls. I appreciate that. This episode right here, man, FBI Files, serial killer, trucker. I did the railroad killer. He was crazy. I did him. Is this it? Dawn Mary's death? Stranger in town? No. Yeah, the truck stop killer. Yep. Driven to kill. I will probably do this episode for you guys on a Fed Reacts. So stay tuned. Don't worry. We'll definitely do this one for you guys.
Fly that exploded in the sky.
Yeah, with the missiles. That's what they said, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is from the FBI Files. I will definitely do this for you guys. But yeah, this was a serial killer that's very famous, known as a truck driver killer. Let's see here. Okay, I think I'm caught up on chats. Myron, do you know anything on the Druins in Jersey? No, I don't, man. Comfort Zone says, welcome back, Angie. We missed you. All right. Myron, get the waves back, nigga. Nah, man. Ace of Spades 33. Appreciate that. And then yeah, Adam Moore. So yeah. So they're running ads on my channel, chat? I didn't know that, bro. Yeah, I think YouTube runs ads on your shit even if you're demonetized, chat, which is really annoying. Really fucking annoying. But, you know, it is what it is. Anyway, with that said, chat, we're gonna Angie, they can hear the mic. They can hear. Angie, they can hear that.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, so we are okay. So let's go ahead and get into the Ashley St.Clair stuff. Chat, we're gonna get into that right now. So this tweet, literally, I don't even know what the hell this means. Is that like fucking Latin or some shit? Like what is that? Let me Google it real quick. Julius Caesar, the die is cast. It is often used to indicate that something has passed a point of no return. Bro, women always got to say some dumb shit like this. Like they get dumbass tattoos like that. Anyway, so okay. So 5 months ago, I welcomed a new baby into the world. Elon Musk is the father. I have not previously disclosed this to protect our child's privacy and safety, but in recent days it has become clear that tabloid media intends to do so regardless of the harm it will cause. I intend to allow our child to grow in a normal and safe environment. For that reason, I ask that the media honor our child's privacy and refrain from invasive reporting. Right? Now, and this comes from Media, Brian Gillick, Digital Strategy. And she actually like fucking kept that there. Bro, and look, she made it where only people can reply that she follows or mention, right? So, dude, this is crazy. This is really crazy. Because look, man, when did she post this shit? On fucking Valentine's Day, man. 7 p.m. on Valentine's Day. 45 million views on this shit. Right? Like, if you didn't want your baby to, like, be in, like, why would you post this on Valentine's Day? The baby's been around for 5 months, chat. Like, what the hell? Bro. Yeah, no, she follows me. I follow her, too. I follow a bunch of people, bro, on X. I literally follow everybody. And I follow liberals and I follow Republicans. So she goes and does a fucking interview with the New York Post, right? Ashley St.Clair, influencer who claims to have had Musk's 13th child, reveals life of secrecy after whirlwind of romance drown with down-to-earth billionaire, right? So Elon Musk broke his silence today, a day after conservative influencer Ashley St.Clair claimed she gave birth to his baby 5 months ago. We don't need this stupid-ass music. Whoa, Musk wrote on X, literally a day later, in response to a post that claimed Ashley St.Clair plotted for half a decade to ensnare Elon Musk, which I'll show you guys that post. Right? Crazy shit, chat. Kim Sayron, 24, was found... Okay, that's something else. All right. So, the conservative influencer who claims to have given birth to Elon Musk's 13th child revealed to the Post how she was driven to lead a life of secrecy after a whirlwind romance with the billionaire ex-owner. In an exclusive sit-down from her glitzy Manhattan pad Saturday, Ashley St.Clair, 26, described the 53-year-old Tesla and SpaceX mogul as funny and down-to-earth, but claimed that he wanted to keep their baby a secret for everyone's safety. So let me get this straight. Hold on. Right? You went to the press that you complained about that was going to dox your baby, which you've been able to keep a secret for 5 months. But it just so happens that you make this public on Valentine's Day. And then you go to the New York Post and have them come to your house and interview. All right. St. Clair asked to keep her son's name a secret, but revealed he is happy and healthy. Well, that's good. And she did a photo shoot too while they came. Interesting. Ashley St. Clair is alleging that Elon Musk is the father of her 5-month-old baby. My child is the most perfect thing that happened to me. I wouldn't change anything, gushed St. Clair, 26. St. Clair broke the internet on Friday when she posted on X that she gave birth to Musk's baby 5 months ago, a revelation she said she was forced to make due to prying tabloid reporters. Really, bro? Really? You guys believe that?
Stop the cap.
I don't believe it. I don't think there was... Because I didn't know shit about this thing, bro. I keep it 1,000 with you when it comes to the media. Here she is. Obviously, she's in a financial district, very expensive area. Apparently, this place is $40,000 a month. Musk has not yet acknowledged the allegations, and his reps did not respond to multiple requests for comment by the Post. He has made numerous unrelated posts on X since his alleged lover made the announcement, however. Ashley and Elon have been privately working towards the creation of an agreement about raising their child for some time. It is disappointing that a tabloid reporter who repeatedly ambushed Ashley and her family made it impossible to complete that process confidentially. Her representative Brian Glitch said in a statement on X Saturday, which he said right here, a statement regarding St. Clair Ashley, right? So this guy's clearly a publicist. 2.3 million views on this shit. Who the fuck is this nigga, bro? President and CEO of Digital Strategy Ltd, a crisis and strategic communications consulting in Las Vegas, operating worldwide. W3 Glick ETH. So this guy's basically a fucking, digital advocacy boy. This dude's basically a publicist, bro. He's a publicist for social media influencers. So he's going to get quite a bit of business. Anyway, we are waiting for Elon to publicly acknowledge his parental role with Ashley to end unwarranted speculation, and Ashley trusts that Elon intends to finish their agreement quickly in the best interest of the well-being and security of the child they share. The platform, which Musk bought for $44 billion in 2022, is where the two first crossed paths in May 2023, according to St.Clair. Right? It's quite a bit of makeup. Look at the skin difference. I wouldn't have let that picture go out. Anyway, Musk was very funny. He was smart. He was very down to earth. It started with X interactions, and he slid into my DMs. I think it was a meme, she recalled. At the time, she didn't particularly have much interest in Elon other than his acquisition of Twitter. She first became aware of the billionaire thanks to her gay best friend, who frequently asked her to watch videos of Musk's SpaceX rocket launches. And at one point he said, "Are you ever in San Francisco or Austin?" And I said, "I'm in Austin and Texas a good amount for work," St.Clair continued, adding that she worked for the Babylon Bee, a conservative satirical website at the time. Who owns the Babylon Bee? Seth Dillon, who is a fucking pussy, by the way. Huge fucking pussy. A matter of fact, he's so much of a pussy. Let's look at this for this bitch-ass nigga. Seth Dillon talking shit about Candace Owens. He also got mad at me for trolling him so bad. I was cooking him. And, of course, he has me blocked. Bro, I'm telling you, yo, guys, would I tell you guys that I am undefeated on Twitter? I'm telling you guys I am undefeated on Twitter. Because guess what? You can't hide on Twitter, okay? I can say and do what I want on Twitter. You guys realize this is why Anus and Reach will never come and try to make some videos on X? Because I be cooking up niggas on X. I cook everybody on X. I'm one of the ratio gods, okay? And my following isn't even that big. But this is why so many fucking people are terrified of me on X, guys. I really be roasting motherfuckers. I really do. Because I don't got to worry about shit on X. You get the full unhinged Myron on X, bro. We even ratio Elon on this motherfucker. If you don't follow me on X, you guys need to follow me on X. All right? The people that follow me on X already know. I be cooking motherfuckers on there, bro. Seth Dillon's a bitch. A big fucking bitch. And he blocked me because I was roasting him so much. This dude's a comedian, by the way. Nigga had to block me. I was cooking him that bad. How you a comedian, a satirical reporter, get roasted by some random Sudanese nigga from Miami that doesn't even identify as a comedian, even though I kind of am. I kind of am. I just don't say it because, like, you know, I want people to kind of think that I'm, like, bad and evil, right? A little bit. So, anyway. But yeah, Seth Dillon's a fucking bitch. Well, but carrying on. Bro, so many of these Zionists, by the way, have me blocked. Chat. They fear me, bro. I'm like the fucking boogeyman, man. We slashing in this motherfucker, man. All right. At one point, he said, "Are you okay?" Boom, boom, boom. Oh, yeah. So she worked for the Babylon Bee, right? After Musk restored the Babylon Bee to Twitter from an eight-month suspension for a joke about a transgender Biden administration official, B CEO Dillon asked St.Clair to fly to San Francisco to interview the billionaire at his new company's headquarters. That nigga sold her out. Okay, this is a photo from 2021. Claims she was forced into isolation during her second pregnancy. Oh yeah, she already had a kid, by the way, chat. FYI. She was already a single mom. After the interview, I got a text from him saying, "Feel like going to Providence, Rhode Island tonight?" St.Clair continued. The alleged romance blossomed from there, she claimed, until she became pregnant. Bro, I'll tell y'all right now, bro. Let me. Providence, Rhode Island is one of the worst cities in America, chat. One of the worst cities in America. Fucking terrible. Absolutely trash. One of the worst cities in New England. It's right there alongside, it's a bigger, dirtier Hartford is what Providence, Rhode Island is. Anybody from New England, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. There ain't nothing there besides Brown University. Providence fucking blows, man. She claims she was restricted from telling more than a close-knit circle of people that she was even carrying a child. So he definitely smashed on Providence. I was told to keep it secret. I was being asked to keep it a secret forever, claims St.Clair. declining to provide a reason for the confidentiality or any material proof that Musk is the biological father. Musk allegedly provided her with a lavish apartment in the financial district where rent for a 2-bedroom can soar to nearly $40,000, according to Street Easy, and a hefty security detail, but no romance, St.Clair claimed. The young mother was allegedly forced to spend her pregnancy alone. I was completely isolated during my pregnancy. Every part of my career and everything I used to do, I couldn't do anymore. Also, not to tell anybody, she claimed. Around the same time as her pregnancy, the influencer and author's Instagram went dark for months, until she posted a photo from President Trump's inauguration on January 20th. Elon must not acknowledge claims he fathered a child with St.Clair. I wouldn't either, bro. God damn. Text viewed by the post between St.Clair and Jared Birchall, Musk's money manager. Okay, bro. I already know. Let's see who this guy is. Let's Google this guy real quick, chat. Let's Google this guy real quick. Jared Birchall. Let's see. And let's see. Chat. I might need your guys' help. It doesn't show what we... Let's see here. Chad, is he one of them? Chad, is he one of them? Birchall? Sounds like one of them boys. You guys are saying Mormon? Mormon? Okay. Oh, yeah, it's missionary. Okay, that makes sense. All right. Oh, yeah, Provo, Utah? Okay, yeah. Holy, Provo, Utah? Yeah, nigga. That's straight Mormonville right there. Okay, fair enough. Okay, where are we at here? His money manager appeared to show that she complied with the billionaire's wish to be left off the birth certificate to preserve privacy, security, and confidentiality. Okay. Birchall, the CEO of Neuralink, which Musk co-founded, did not respond to a request for comment. Some Musk-obsessed fans apparently began speculating that she had given birth to the Tesla CEO's baby and began harassing her, both online and on the street, she said. There was a cohort of very violent stalkers who started threatening my toddler. They would send me photos of him with blood and that I would witness his blood-splattering death and saying I was Elon's whore, she claimed, fighting back tears she referenced to her older child from a previous relationship. Yeah, that's fucked up, though. That's completely unacceptable. St.Clair emphasized she was willing to stay silent because it would also protect her newborn's privacy, until a tabloid, which she declined to name, started snooping around. How much do you guys believe that this tabloid started snooping around? Bro, I don't believe that, man.
Welcome, punch!
I think she's lying about that. But we'll get into that a little bit more. That's what led her to unleash a shocking announcement on Friday, accusing the media of trying to do to her and her baby harm. It is very hard to understand how much I am processing right now. I am sad that my hand was forced by the media to do this now. But there is also a sense of relief because I have been forced to live in secrecy for almost a year of my life, she wrote. I cannot explain the kind of primary pain you feel as a mother and you're talking to people and they ask you about the one kid. And you have to lie and carry this burden in secret. You have to lie to people you love. St.Clair said she has not communicated with Musk since posting the statement, which was not flagged with a community note to warn viewers of misinformation. St.Clair said she notified his team that she would be writing about her claims on X on Friday before she hit send. He ignored it, she claimed. Despite the drama, St.Clair is at peace with her decision to go public, but hopes the revelation will allow her to give her baby a normal life. I don't think that's gonna happen, bro. Nah, man. This actually is gonna make it harder for the baby to have a normal life. But this is, modern women, I guess, right? Almost every relationship in my life would be bastardized and disingenuous because I couldn't tell them what was going on. My son has never taken a walk outside in 5 months. I've never been able to take my baby for a walk. I was terrified that someone would see I had a baby and it would get out, she continued. The mother-child duo have met some of Musk's other 12 children, but not their mothers. Well, that makes sense. They have spent time with Musk's mother, May Musk, though she didn't know about the pregnancy. St.Clair asked to keep the baby's name a secret, but revealed they are happy and healthy. I'm a good mom, and that's what drives most of my decisions, and my kids are my whole world, she said. The mother of the two authored the 2021 children's book, Elephants Are Not Bird. The story of an elephant named Kevin who likes to sing and then is convinced by a vulture named Culture that he warbles so well he must actually be a bird. The book was the first published under conservative publishing house Brave Books, with St.Clair, describing the story as an unapologetic rebuke of the transgender acceptance. She was later tapped by self-described woke-free beer company, Conservative Dads Ultra Right, to appear in the company's Real Women of 2024 calendar, which was released in December 2023. The calendar featured several well-known conservative women, with St.Clair pictured in a bubble bath sporting a black bra and pearl necklace, Newsweek reported. What the fuck, really? All right, whatever. Looks like this is something else. That same year, a series of tweets went viral after she accused Delta Airlines of flying migrants who she claimed were let out of nearby immigration detention center on her domestic flight from Arizona to New York. St.Clair, who was reportedly born in Florida, has made multiple appearances on Fox News, conservative podcasts, and other web shows, often speaking about the declining birth rate in America. Well, that's funny. That's very funny. Is that it? Let's see. Is there any other articles here? And that's it. Okay. So he breaks the silence? Okay, Elon Musk. When does this come out? Updated? Okay. Elon Musk breaks silence after conservative influencer Ashley St.Clair claims she gave birth to his 13th child. Elon Musk broke silence a day after conservative influencer Ashley St.Clair claims she gave birth to his baby 5 months ago, responding to a post on X that suggested she plotted for half a decade to have his child. St.Clair, 26, alleged on Friday she and Musk share a 5-month-old child. Let's see if they show the tweet here. So, yeah, this is a tweet right here, right? And actually, Elon, was it Milo that broke this? Yes, it was Milo. Let me go to the tweet right here. Boom. So Milo broke this, guys. The guys that don't know, Milo Yiannopoulos. And you can see here, Ashley St.Clair plotted for half a decade to ensnare Elon Musk. And you can see right here, Ashley St.Clair, well, it goes, I need to get Elon Musk's attention for a marriage proposal. Please, Greg. And then Greg Price says, he's got a kid with a woman already. Seems unlikely to work out. And she goes, well, he actually has 7 kids. It goes through women pretty fast. Bro. Remember how she said, oh, I didn't really care that he was a billionaire that owned Twitter? Yeah, cat, bro. They always expose themselves. Seth Dillon's a bitch. Let's move on. So, okay, so let's go ahead and show, obviously this went in crazy on Twitter, right? 45 million fucking views here, right? And you got a bunch of people commenting. You got here, God bless you and your family. Thanks, Alex. The whole world is so lucky you brought life in the world, and the whole world, boom. Right, so a lot of people congratulating her, James O'Keefe, right? Congratulations, sorry you had to deal with this bullshit. There's no low that they won't go to. Doxing a baby is pretty bottom of the barrel. Well, hold on one second, bro, hold on. Doxing means you put the baby's name and everything else out there. I don't think that's doxing to say that you have a kid, but whatever. Mort Popovich, you're up. Let's see here. You're an incredible mom and friend, love you, boo. And notice, like, these are all being shown because these are the people that, like, she responded to. So these are people are going to be shown. Pearl said, congrats on single mother. That's actually kind of funny, bro. That's actually kind of funny that she tweeted that shit. Even Elijah K-Ben, a baby is a gift from God. Congrats on a little life, a new family member. May the dishonest media get fucked and stop harassing terrible. They have to deal with this. Hoping you can raise that baby from the nasty journalists. Be blessed. Libs of TikTok, children are the greatest blessing. The media are pure evil, going after a new mother and a baby. God bless you and your baby, right? I hope they receive the privacy asked for. That child will be well taken care of. Child's incredible genetics. Yeah, congrats. The media is truly scum. Congrats on your growing family. Congrats, right? So lots of congratulations here. This dude said Elon banged you. Michael Flynn. We're actually going to interview Mike Flynn, guys. We're in Mar-a-Lago. So, yeah, people showing lots of love. But she also got cooked by a lot of people, too. And one of those people that cooked her, right? So here we got Laura Loomer. I've known about it for over a year. A lot of people knew about it. It's not new news. I know many people who knew about this for the past year. It definitely was a secret. It was disclosed at a party a while ago. Okay. So Loomer mentioned a St. Clair rumor to me last year. I think everyone was focused on the Trump winning at the time. Right? As you guys know, obviously the 2024 election obviously took precedence, right? But yeah, apparently a lot of people knew about this. And Milo knew about this from before. So Milo went on a fucking tirade, cooking her, right? Because apparently Ashley St.Clair used to be a 304, allegedly, right? So
Welcome, punch!
So Milo goes, Ashley St.Clair was a notorious slatterer at the University of Colorado, Colorado Springs between 2016 and 2018. Now, I'll be honest with y'all. University of Colorado is the fucking party school. So this is a conversation he had with some guy. Obviously, she was slut and slept around with all the frat guys, including at least 3 in the group I was in, which resulted in a nickname Smashly. And she got so upset about this that she tried to accuse the frat that started that nickname of grape or hazing or something to get their chapter kicked off campus. She dated one of my frat brothers, and when things went south, she had assaulted him and would constantly spam his phone with texts and phone calls once he decided he was done with her. I had heard some of the voicemails, and she sounded like a total hysterical psychopath. She loved drinking, smoking weed, and doing coke. It's okay to stop doing those things and going sober, but she obviously took the stance of drug users or degenerates to appease her MAGA cronies. She would literally smoke weed in her dorms with her best friend her first few years in college. And he continued on. And obviously, fuck Nick Fuentes, but there's all of the sex laptop he brought to light a few years ago. Apparently, she would sell or trade nudes when she was underage and would generally act like a 304, which is completely in line with how she was in college. But Milo didn't stop there. Obviously, this tweet, which Elon responded, whoa, right? 23K. Fucking crazy that Elon even responded to shit. He goes, well, unsuspended Milo, Elon, he's doing the Lord's work. Yeah, he suspended Milo, guys, for exposing her like this, by the way, FYI. Even the people here are shocked, like, oh, shit. Right? And she deleted this tweet, right? Which I'm going to show you guys here. So she goes, whoa, Elon, we've been trying to communicate for the past several days and you have not responded. When are you going to reply to us instead of publicly responding to smears from an individual who just posted photos of me in underwear at 15 years old? Holy, bro.
Bombocard.
Shit is getting crazy out here on X. It's interesting that Elon is responding to this clearly just a screenshot that was discussed with his team months ago in a documented call. Now he decides to respond to it publicly from an account that posted underage photos of me, and if he wasn't asking me to have more children as if he wasn't asking me to have more children last week. Oh, shit. This was February 15th. I would like to take this offline for our child's sake and have been attempted to do so for weeks. Well, Ashley, you're the one that put this shit on the internet, bro. Like, you put this on the internet. You went to the New York Post and did a whole press release. And you took a bunch of professional photos while you did it, bro. Like, yeah, like you made this public. And you released it on Valentine's Day. Like, come on, man. Come on, man. Yeah, X is crazy, right, chat? I know you guys are enjoying this. X is crazy. That's why you niggas need to follow me on here. If you guys aren't following me on X, I don't know what the fuck you're doing. I be cooking on X, guys. That is my main shit now. Yes, I'm on Instagram. Yes, I'm on TikTok. Ban Myron Gaines now, by the way, because I'm probably going to get banned on there. But I be cooking on X, bro. That is my main shit because it's political. I can say what I want to say. Everybody that follows me on X, come on, man. You guys know what time it is on X. Yeah, this is crazy. This is crazy. And she deleted this tweet, obviously. So, Milo goes again. What did I tell you? So, okay. So we're going to go ahead and just go right through Milo's tweets because this dude was cooking, bro. I ain't going to lie. Milo's crazy. He's really crazy. So we're going to go ahead and go through this shit, right? So, okay. So he goes, what did I tell you? So not the date. So Ashley St.Clair of Sex Laptop who sold nudes and fucked anything for clout career. Leg ups, including Elon, whose child she claims she just had, we need to discuss, right? So this is when he break the news, right? So listen to Milo. He goes, at least St.Clair can stop wearing those same ugly jeans over and over again. Bitch getting that billionaire child support now. Bro, this nigga was going crazy. So we're going to just read through his tweets, all right, chat? Who wants to hear more about Trashley's stomach churning past, right? So he goes, I've seen your vagina. Apparently he's seen some of her nudes. Nigga said I'm a good shambles guy. Might turn the light on. All right. Everyone is hotter than Isabella DeLuca. Bro, Yeah, Isabella DeLuca. Hell had no fear like woman scorned on Valentine's Day while her billionaire baby dad is out banging Isabella DeLuca or someone hotter. Everyone is out. Yeah, that bitch got me blocked too. I'm like the boogeyman on X, bro. Especially for the thoughts. What is more unreal is Milo calling it 6 months ago. That is true, guys. Look. So Ashley St.Clair of the sex laptop who sold nudes and fuck. Look, he literally called this out September 5th, 2024. I got to give this nigga a fucking Don DeMarco for that. I ain't gonna lie, bro. He called this shit out 6 months ago, chat. That's crazy. Elon's gonna fuck a baby into Milo next just to flex on everyone. Okay. Nigga, LOL. God bless you and your family. This is him making fun of Jack Posobiec. I only fear God. Is there anyone you won't piss off? Oh, this is him going at Laura Loomer. He's always going at Laura Loomer. And then look at this shit, bro. It's a very unfortunate situation. This nigga, bro. Okay, this is a black bra picture with a beer. Ashley St.Clair. Ash, I love big black cock. I want a big black nigga named Tyrone to destroy me. Daddy needs to spank me. Here's a picture here. And then God saying you're a whore. Like, bro. Bro, this nigga's cooking. I can't even lie. Yes, and Ashley St.Clair is one of them. Yes, she is. Yes, she is, chat. She is. She is. Yes. You can't make this shit up. Well, Milo is too, actually. Which makes it even funnier. Ah, man. Nigga got the screen caps and everything, bro. Oh, Lord. Bro. I want a big black nigga named Tyrone to destroy me, bro. What the fuck is going on, man? Yeah. I got it up right there. You can see it on the screen. Let me read some chats, man. We need a break after that one. All right, Hyman Slayer says, when will you be doing another Night Train raid on X? O/OSS, you know it. Soon, bro. I'm pretty sure you mentioned this guy when you originally covered Jack the Ripper since he was one of the main suspects. By the way, someone mentioned Party Next Door and Drake sampled your vocal on the song Glorious. The voice sounds like you, so Shrek, so it's only a few seconds long. Tamstop 56. Fresh told me it's not me. Hey, Myron, can you bring back on a Saint in the Center? Sure. Myron, do you know anything about the drones in Jersey? I don't. All right. Myron Gaines X, by the way, guys, if you want to get involved in the show. Man. Nigga cooking, bro. The only authentically conservative woman is Ann Coulter, which he makes fun of. Which I guess that brings me to what I wanted to discuss, right? With these TradCon women. Let me... Because I commented this. Yeah, Marco Rubio, bitch ass nigga, man. What? Oh. Look at that, 2.2 million on this JFK post, chat. Okay, so no wonder her content was getting pushed all over the timeline. Women never fail to expose their hypergamous ways, right? So I posted this first when I first got the news. And then, let's see here. That was the Red Pill Avenger show. Definitely check that out, chat. Okay. So, the Ashley St.Clair pregnancy proves traditional conservative women, influencer women, are all cap. This is why women can't be leaders in the conservative space. Most are grifters looking for a quick buck off religious simps. Okay? Now, and I got 764K on that, right? And you guys know I'm fucking shadow banned on X, by the way. Shit sucks, bro. But we still cooking regardless, right? So, need a JQ pod on Rumble with Zerka. Well, let's get Andrew Wilson. He'll be back soon. So, look, man. The conservative space, guys, has been infiltrated. Okay? It's been infiltrated. And it's been infiltrated by women that understand that just taking the typical liberal route won't get you noticed. Because most females tend to lean left. Most women tend to lean liberal. And, you know, when women are at their peak age, they typically are liberal, right? So a lot of women, what they've done is they've essentially grifted over to the right. And as a female, if you're mildly attractive and you have conservative talking points and conservative viewpoints, you can be pretty popular, okay? A great example of this is someone like Brett Cooper. Brett Cooper is extremely mid, nothing special about her, flat as an ironing board, pale as a ghost. However, she's rose to stardom and was pushed heavily by the Daily Wire because she looks like Ben Shapiro. But all jokes aside, you can go pretty far as a female in the conservative space, right? If you have half a brain and you're able to have some talking points, you'll be okay. Whether it's, Emily Saves America, you see Brett Cooper, a lot of women have been able to kind of make a name for themselves in the conservative space, right? A lot. Now, with that said, a lot of them are grifters. Let's just be honest. A lot of them are 304s that are reformed and, quite frankly, see the money and the status that could be made from getting on the right. And they do that. You look at someone like Ashley St.Clair, who, quite frankly, was a college whore that did drugs. And she realized that, I can make some money and get popping off of taking, the getting involved with MAGA. And that's what she did. And this is the problem when you allow women into the conservative space to be the thought leaders, right? I don't have a problem with women joining the conservative space if they want to reform or, they have different views. Fine, no problem. But making them the thought leaders, this is why it becomes problematic because it's so easy for a female to fuck up, right? When it comes to conservatism and when it comes to women and them preserving their value, it's very easy for women to fuck up, right? And the reason why it's so easy for women to fuck up is because we live in a deregulated sexual marketplace where modernity has basically made it appropriate for women to be hoes. Just to be honest here, right? So whether women dress provocatively or they, engaged in doing drugs or they engage in promiscuity, whatever, it fucks up their image, right? And how many of these girls do we know that are, tradcons, etc., but they're frauds? They're 304s. Too many. Right? Too many. But, something like this comes up where, this chick is having a kid out of wedlock. She's a single mom. We know her past is questionable at best, right? We have the whole sex laptop Twitter. We have, her plotting to have sex with Elon, even though she tries to say, oh, no, I wasn't interested in him like that. Okay. Right? So that's the problem when you bring women in as the thought leaders of the conservative space. Easy come, easy go with them, unfortunately. At least as a dude, you can smash some chicks and it's like, it's not the end of the world, right? Like your value isn't diminished, right? Your value isn't diminished, but as a woman, your value is diminished. And then you have a kid out of wedlock, right? Now, here's the thing. I'll give her credit for this. She didn't get an abortion, right? I'll give her credit for that. She didn't get an abortion. However, why is she going to get an abortion when she's about to have the kid of the most richest man on the world, bro? Like, come on, man. Like, come on. Like, she also knew that having the kid was going to be wildly beneficial to her financially, right? And then the other thing also that annoys me with this is that she said that she was able to operate in relative secrecy for 5 months, right? And Elon was like paying for her apartment and shit, $40,000 a month. I'll tell you how this, she ain't making that kind of fucking money. No way. Okay, she was making that kind of money to be able to afford an apartment like that. So clearly, he was giving her money. They had something in place where he was giving her money, covering her, whatever, her bills, right? So for her to go and say, oh, the tabloids were going to come out and dox the baby, and then do a press release with the New York Post from her apartment and make a tweet on Valentine's Day, come on, man. Were we born yesterday, bro? Like, are we really that stupid? Like, are we really going to sit here and say that she didn't do this shit for clout and that she didn't do this to strong arm Elon? Like, seriously, man? Like, really, chat? Come on, man. She did this 100% to put pressure on Elon, to get him to maybe give her more money. Maybe the money started drying up. Maybe he forgot to pay the fucking, rent at this $40,000 a month penthouse in the financial district in Manhattan. Maybe the money wasn't coming in. Maybe the check started bouncing. Who knows? Right? Who knows? But clearly, something happened where there was some pressure put on her where she needed to get his attention. And she knew by going to X with this and doing a press release with New York Post, Now he got to respond. Now he's got to respond to some degree. Whether he's going to do it himself or he's going to have a middleman come in, which I anticipate is going to be a middleman, right? He's probably contacted her now within the last 24 to 48 hours. Easily. What are we? We're the 16th now? Yeah. He's probably contacted her now. We're about 48 hours in. She posted this at 7 p.m. on fucking Valentine's Day. And here's the other thing, too. She went to her fucking publicist, chat. Like,
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
she went to her publicist. So this was 100% premeditated. This wasn't they're going to find out about the baby. You had the baby for 5 months with relatively very few people knowing about it. Oh, this tabloid guy was following me. I think it's all cap. It was all cap. She did this to put pressure on Elon. She did it to squeeze some money or some attention out of him. One of the two. She did it on Valentine's Day. She lined it up with her publicist, and she lined it up with the New York Post. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Like, come on, man. We ain't stupid, bro. Dudes are saying my ears. Niggas are crying about their ears. Hey, fuck your ears, nigga. I'll do it again. All right, guys. I'll fucking lower the white motherfucking bomb, all right? I got y'all. I lowered it, all right? Stop crying, niggas. All you fucking losers. All right? RIP headphone users. Now I have PTSD. The niggas like, oh, shit. I turned it down. Don't worry, chat. I turned it down. But all jokes aside, guys, that's what I think. All right? That's what I think. I genuinely believe that she had this planned out. Elon wasn't responding. Money wasn't hit like it's supposed to. She probably felt ignored. She carried this nigga's baby for 9 months, and then he ignored her for another 5. He probably promised her the world, stuttering all over the place. I'll give you the best life ever. That's how Elon Musk talks, by the way. Nigga stutters like crazy. Stammers and stutters. Him and Peter Thiel have a really bad stuttering problem, by the way. PayPal Mafia niggas, y'all can't talk. Right? Dude stutters like crazy, bro. With that South African accent. So, yeah, man. Absolutely, this was to put pressure on Elon. This is like a low-key shakedown, if I'm going to be honest with y'all. I think it was a low-key shakedown. So we'll see what happens. But absolutely cooked. Brett Cooper was a sorority 304 girl being passed around by the basketball team at UCLA. No way. Two Thrive, you got evidence of that, bro? But yeah, she went to UCLA and she was a sorority girl. We know she had 304. Facts. But if you got proof of that, let me know. But it's always these mid chicks, bro, that be the biggest hoes. And like, yo, St.Clair is like, she's mid too. Being honest here. So yeah, Ashley St.Clair has an insane career path. First, she was a sex laptop posting porn of herself and racially fetishing black men. Then she became a MAGA grifter who hate on single mothers because traditional values. Let me minimize myself a bit. Right? And then she hated on single mothers because traditional values. Now she's a single mother to Elon Musk baby. Yeah, shit is crazy, bro. Niggas really are roasting her. She goes, bring back family values, make monogamy great again. It's okay to be a stay-at-home wife for a mother. Stop thinking you need to do things as men to be good enough. Well, this one aged like milk, didn't it? Kamala can't help herself from bending over for a man to get ahead. God damn, bro. Holy. I knew niggas were going to be cooking her, bro. Stopping birth control and Adderall was one of the best things I ever did for my mental health. So many Americans on pharmaceutical cocktails and they're wondering why they feel out of their minds. And then this nigga says for sure. Oh, Lord. This girl loved us to slut shame Kamala, and now she's got 2 kids out of wedlock with 2 baby daddies. So much for those traditional conservative values. Bro, man. You are such a vile, disrespectful woman. Honor America's fallen. Not people like you have only fallen onto their knees to get ahead. Well, you already know the Democrats are going to be cooking her for this, bro. Should have taken your own advice, love. Regardless of your stance on abortion, it is a net positive that women stay away from men who want to use them for sex and have zero interest in becoming fathers. Oh, shit. So Ashley St.Clair had an IVF baby. That's the only way Elon could perform. He can't. But curious how he found her, right? Now he got 12 of them. Now he's got 12 of them. God damn, bro. She's been obsessed with him for years, apparently, and already had a kid with another guy, and then they show this shit. Yo, man, this is cooked, bro. And then Milo got suspended for a week for exposing this shit. He got banned for a week for this shit, bro. And, yeah, man, this cooked, bro. God damn. Vivek just called out the system for financially incentivizing single motherhood. This is so bad. You guys see why women can't be the faces of conservatism, bro? You guys see why now? You guys see why? Because they always do dumb hoe shit before. God damn, man. This is why they can't be the face of conservatism, bro. They always get exposed for doing dumb shit like this. Like, if you're a dude, right, and you used to be like a super promiscuous guy, like a Russell Brand or some shit like that, that's fine. You could rebrand. Nobody cares. But if you're a chick and you were a hoe and you try to come in and like shame single mothers and 304s and you're making fun of the vice president for getting ahead for being a whore, and then you get knocked up by Elon Musk, GG's, man. So, yeah, bro, this is no bueno. And then, look, readers of this account are at least 6 months ahead of everyone else, sometimes more. Look, this guy, they posted it 5 months before. And then, look, this Jack Pozobic posting like a whole thing with her, shooting guns, I guess. She's like shooting machine guns with him. And this was October 4th, 2024. So we're shooting more machine guns. Is that a cow?
Cow picked the wrong day.
So we're shooting more guns. Super mid. Oh, she can't be tagged in photos. Unlike in college, where Smashy worked her way through entire fraternity houses, sometimes on camera, and then try to get all the men she'd been with expelled over the nickname. And then she can't be tagged in photos. Bro, this guy Milo is on a fucking mission here, man. This nigga's cooking, man. You know the Vince Carter, I got one more in me? He's that meme right now. Ashley St.Clair was a notorious slanderer at the university. Oh, we showed that text. Please stop dead naming this poor woman. Her name is Sex Laptop. Now, I ain't saying she a fame-hungry, mendacious, promiscuous gold digger, but St.Clair is the patron saint of goldsmiths, embroidery, TV, and eyeballs. Marine Corps Institute, the dangers of concerns of matrimony with an exotic danger. Bro. Can someone please deliver this to Doge?
Welcome, punch!
Holy! This nigga's on one. And then look, she made $7,000 from September 24th. She made $7,000. I don't know how, because her posts aren't cooking like that, but X significantly increased creator payouts by paying based on engagement from verified premium users, right? And he goes, did Ashley's payouts increase before or after getting knocked up by the CEO? Holy. My toes, oh, this is him like reposting yay. Lil Milo, okay, he's making fun of this guy. Okay, the widening gap between the electorates and the elites in Europe is unsustainable. Nope, I don't think this has to do with it. 13 kids with 8 women, he really is African American. That's actually kind of funny. Thank you. Milo is one thing Ashley has that you will never. African-American baby. Okay. Incredible scenes. Let's see here. She got the money and I've got the time. I like my chances. Oh, okay. What did he order? Derrick Henry XL Alabama Crimson Tide jersey, sewn quality? I don't get it. I do it to be cruel. Ashley St.Clair is hot, I admit, but she has a Michael Jackson nose job going on. Which manager tells these girls that's a good idea? Oh, Milo said I do it to be cruel. Proud day for Auburn basketball. Okay. I have the person I have. Let's see. We're just going through his tweets right now, guys. The name Ashley scores 0.89 on the Megan scale, a.k.a. Danger Will Robinson. The most cursed image known to exist. She's somewhere in this picture, I guess. I woke up from a nightmare about Ashley St.Clair's crusty mounds. We'll survive together or not at all. Oh, nope. Okay. And then look at this. Ashley St.Clair. Congratulations, June 3rd, 2024. Question mark. Baby. Hey, you guys thought of a name? If it's a boy, maybe go with Grok. Oh, shit. Did this nigga message her on Instagram? Wow, he did. What the fuck, bro? And then he says, and then that's when Vivek called out the system. Bro, this nigga's cooking. The idea that dropping this on Valentine's Day is in some way clever or cutting or poignant, everyone just hates you even more now. If anyone has the erotic novel Smash he wrote back in the day, please send and I will do a dramatic reading at Milo Net. Damn, this nigga's not. Oh, man, Target acquired. He got the books. Ashley St.Clair, the other Alice, and then Bad Apple. Bro. Not sure conservative influencers truly realize that what their audience think about simping for cum dumps. Facts. Getting ridiculous amounts of child support isn't enough. You have to whore out your 5-month-old child for pity likes. Great business move, but completely antithetical to what conservatism claims or claim to be. I'm ready to discard the term as a whole the same way I've discarded the term libertarian, a term which once meant individual liberty and freedom, but now means autism and drug abuse. Conservatism now stands for homosexuality, whores, and children out of wedlock. Which way do you want to go, Western men? Yeah, that I ain't gonna lie, bro. You're kind of right. Top Lobster. He is kind of right. Jackie Triona decided to turn on notifications for your post and replies, so all depressions has lifted like a fog to the sun. Thank you, Milo. Okay. I'm not mocking her for this because we've all been there, and she did get her African in the end. Bro, what the fuck, man? What the fuck, man? Conservative influencer Ashley St.Clair flummoxed when her baby came out white. Okay? E-girls be like, hey, Elon. Milo was right, Jar. Okay? Because he did call this out. Took me a bit to warm up, that's all. They had me on the bench for 8 years. This is a Milo I used to love. Hey, man, he's back out here cooking. I'm offering a one-time amnesty to any groiper out there with copies of these books. Supply them to me and your name will never cross my lips again. Okay, I guess you can't buy these books anymore. It's not gossip, but yeah. Yeah, try searching for sex laptop. Ask Ashley to produce these so-called threats from journalists. Let's see them. This is called irony. I always trust Milo to give it to me straight. The most disturbing part of this story is that Smashley is reportedly now a pimp finding other wombs for rent. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners. Mexican was demonetized this week. The week I first posted about Ashley. God damn, bro. Head spinning. I just want a husband, 2 kids, and a small farm already. This is from 2020. This was not an invitation for marriage request. Please stop. I am not sure how a tweet talking about my desire for a traditional family life and values makes me a thought or attention seeker, but the internet gets dumber every day. Bite me. Head spinning. Niggas roast everybody, bro. Before sex laptop, there was appetitives. Okay. I don't think you're supposed to say that word, Miss St. Clair. Imagine how Lauren Southern feels right now. Oh, my God. You recover just fine. They call me a shivers, never single mom. I will recover. Bitch, I might. So you're just going to act like a teenage girl your whole life then? This dude said, wow. Okay. Dear fake conservatives, the problem with taking out the best and brightest, me, like you did in 2017, is that I still have all the cunning, comedy, and compromat, but now I have absolutely nothing to lose. You'll all fall, and I will be instrumental in your destruction. Guess who is presenting the award for Grifter of the Year? Milo. Oh, nigga. Throwing a hot dog down the hallway. Bro. Hey, man, I ain't gonna lie. This nigga cooking, bro. This nigga says, press play. Lovely story. I hope you have a few more children. This nigga said this 5/13/2023, and she goes, thank you, Elon. Me too. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Where does he find this?
At last, my love has come along.
This nigga, bro. All right. I follow you because I know you have too much pride to ever be wrong. And I think choosing life. How many abortions she's had and what the net worth of those fathers was. Bro, man. He's responding to this nigga CJ Pearson. I see too many self-righteous and tired individuals pouncing on St. Clair for having a child out of wedlock instead of commending her for choosing life. Is a conservative position not that every life is a blessing regardless of how it's conceived, right? And then this nigga goes, choosing life, quotes, ask how many abortions he's had and what that net worth of those fathers was. That's facts, nigga. She probably got a couple of abortions. Gay retard. Other colleagues of the AP are the best business. Okay, I don't think that's... And then this is another picture of her. Now y'all know how and why Ashley St.Clair, formerly known under a previous online monitor as Sex Laptop, managed to garner such an astroturfed rise to social media prominence. Certainly doesn't help that people like Jack Posobiec, Charlie Kirk, and all the other Big Con Inc. just lended her credibility either. Just make sure you all teach your kids that sometimes all it takes is sleeping around or looking for that special Tyrone to get your big break. The only litmus test on the right is how much you're willing to trample upon the core fundamentals of your right-wing conservatism. Ladies and gentlemen, you're right-wing influencers. Yeah, bro. It's not a good look. I didn't know Charlie Kirk backed her, too. Crisis PR man says, what? Oh, man. Okay. And then getting cream pied by a billionaire is not honorable. We gotta give Pearl a... She got... Bruh. I'm just gonna... Nigga. Yeah, that's just... What the... Is that... Bro! Oh. We're just gonna have to retweet that and like that shit. That's just funny. And then this is... Yeah, she's about to ratio him. Yeah, bro. This guy, CJ Pearson, man. Who is this nigga, bro? Co-chair, GOP Youth Advisory, Gen Z Political Advisor, as seen on Fox News and Newsmax. What's this nigga, bro? Hold on one sec, man. Well, he's kind of right about that one. Okay. At no point have I glorified baby mama culture. Okay. Okay, I see two of... Okay. Are we going to roast this nigga, chat? You hate to see it, huh? But... this meme? Angie, look at this. Pickpocket sandwiches. Hey, yo, we was kings and shit.
Dick, motherfucker.
What the fuck?
What does that say? Ma dick, motherfucker. My dick?
Yeah. What the fuck is wrong with y'all niggas, man?
Myron, stop.
Yo, what the fuck, bro? This nigga Hector Lopez is hilarious, man. Bro, what the fuck, man? Yo. Oh, shit. All right. Let's keep going, man. You niggas... Yo, what are these memes? Oh, man. Yo. What the fuck, man? Bro. Nigga. That shit got me dead, man. We might have to do another round of that one, man. These memes are fucking crazy, bro. I'm going through... I'm liking all of these. Oh, man. Yo, that Hank Hill one was crazy. Nigga had the shotgun because he saw the U-Haul truck. Oh, man. Yo, we really got the best. The OSS is fucking undefeatable, bro. Yo, man. I might have to edit this part out the fucking stream, bro. I ain't gonna lie, man. You guys are fucking crazy, bro. I might have to edit. No, man. I already know what's coming up. But I gotta hide myself in this one, bro. The guy's a certain photo of me doing something crazy. Oh, man. Oh, man. Y'all niggas are... man. All right, man. You guys are... Niggas, look at this shit, bro. Was it worth it, Bob? All right, nah, I can't show this shit no more on YouTube, man. Y'all niggas gonna get me in trouble, bro. I gotta, 250, I gotta clean this shit up, man. Y'all niggas going crazy. Yo, what the fuck, man? Yo, the OSS, you guys truly are undefeatable, bro. You guys really are undefeatable, bro. I can't even show this shit. I gotta go off screen share. The fuck is wrong with you guys, man? Oh, man. But we already got 366 likes. I'll say that. That's just funny as hell, bro. Oh, man. That was funny. Some of those memes I'm going to have to put in the fucking vault. Those were fucking awesome, guys. You guys are fucking hilarious, bro. You guys truly are hilarious. God damn, bro. All right. Let me recover here. Let me recover. You guys... Niggas got me fucking sweating and shit. Shit is funny as hell. Oh, man. Let me see here. Oh, I also have to show you guys this, because I ain't gonna lie, man. This shit really hurt me to see, bro. Look at this shit, man. Yo. What happened? He licked you? Oh, he made you die? Angie's playing Grand Theft Auto right now, chat. This guy, Frank, jumped on her and made her die. So yeah, chat, look at this tweet that Alex Jones had, bro. This hurt me to see, bro. Goddamn, Frank. Oh, my God. This guy made me... Bro, you fucked my shit up, man. Frank. Sorry, guys. That was Frank that hit the goddamn... He fucking flipped the camera and shit. This dude hit the space bar, too. Hey, man. This ain't your desk. Frank, sit. Sit. All right. Stay. All right. Good job, buddy. All right. So, Alex Jones goes, fantastic to see Elon building a progenious family and rejecting the childless culture of the death cult. He's a true pioneer in every sense, showing that traditional values can thrive in modern times. Elon also has great taste in engineering, politics, and women. A big family is a blessing, and a must ensure the future of human civilization. I wish them all the best. Bruh. I just said, damn, this hurts to see. And then, bro, look at all these comments. Good God, how you fallen from grace? Is this post satire? What happened to you? This scandal is an embarrassment to the GOP, and it's ridiculous to see you and everyone else gaslight us into thinking this degeneracy is somehow based. What the fuck? Children need full-time fathers. Society will continue reeling into moral ruin. Alex Jones become so degenerate. You brought me into politics, and this is sad. I guess the weight loss was not just around the waist, but also between your ears. Nothing like having your legal bills paid to make you a shill for globalists. And then, by this logic, you should congratulate this guy on your next show. The man with 1,000 kids, our sperm donor, received parents around the world. Bro, deceived parents around the world. Wow, read the room, nigga. Actually, just read the comments. Like, bro, this is, if you're reading this and not seeing the subversive nature of this post, you're not going to make it. Be real, you know a psyop when you see one. So another bastard child with a Jewish woman, and the whole world is supposed to celebrate spreading his seed all over and having a ton of children the way heathens do. What the fuck? Yeah, bro. Like, even, bro, Alex Jones, man. Bro. Cooked, man. Cooked, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Dude used to be the exposure of the globalist. Now he's endorsing the globalist. Because Elon Musk is a globalist. Whether you want to accept it or not, he is. So it hurts to see, man. It really hurts to see, chat. Really hurts to see. But what can you do? Myron joined Laura's space. She's doing a space right now. Let me look here. While I do that, let me read some chats, actually. Let me see if she's on the space. And then I'm going to close out this stream chat. Conservative secrets exposed? Oh, shit. There's a bunch of people in here. Let's see. Nuclear. Oh, yeah, it's Pearl Space. Okay, we could join this thing. I'll join this thing for you ninjas a little bit. Let me read chats and I'll join it. Let's see here. Also, guys, do me a favor. I was tired as hell, but I still jumped on stream for you ninjas. I need you guys to like the video. We need 2,000 likes on this motherfucker. All right? OSS is here. We've been cooking, giving you guys crazy entertainment. We're doing true crime and we did political commentary still. Okay? So like the video for me, guys. All right? We're going to go into this Twitter space, even though I'm tired and I feel like shit. Been up since 1 o'clock in the morning, but we're going to go in anyway. All right? So I need you guys to like the goddamn video, ninjas. Okay? Like the video. Let me read some of these chats. Wonder if she ever got the BBC she longed for, from 3 Diglets. It's interesting how she keeps referring to herself as we and us when speaking to Elon. She probably got a lawyer. Someone pulled up a tweet from Ashley 2 years ago saying, Kamala can't help herself. Yep, we read that tweet. Okay, cool. All right, let's go into this space chat.
We still had love and respect for each other, but we made our daughter out of love. So in situation, that's a very tough situation when you're in a loveless marriage, because when you decide to have a child and bring a human into this world, your selfishness should go out the wayside. And so if that happens, you are constantly...
I don't know who this woman is, but she follows me.
...interest of your child to keep your family together. Now with Jason and I, we vowed, like I said, we are still best friends. We have a family text chain. We talk, but we know that we are not the norm. But, that's a difficult question to pose to people going through that situation, because they're looking at their child and they're probably battling inside, all right, what's better? Should I stay or should I go? Because they don't want to negatively impact their child. I was negatively impacted. My mom whisked me away from my dad into a whole nother state until I was old or lived in that sort of...
All right, they gave me a mic chat.
Yeah, I would rather my wife, I don't want her to fuck me if she's not into me, That's basically it. I'd rather her be happy. But, life is not that. Myron, you want to come up?
Yeah, no, I'm here. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. We can hear you, brother.
Yeah, no, I'm actually live streaming right now. I figured I'd just jump into space because I saw you guys had this thing going on. Yeah, just very interesting turn of events with what happened with St.Clair. I know Laura had known about this for a while, and Milo's been talking about it as well. I mean, hey man, I guess her she got a W. She's set for life. She never has to work again.
Okay,
Yeah,
and that's great. That's great for her, but that's not the type of behavior that we should be normalizing. And you talk about this a lot on your show. We shouldn't be incentivizing women for being gold diggers or incentivizing women for literally plotting for half a decade how to entrap a rich man. So, people can pretend they're in love all they want. No, that's not the way it works. So, that's great for her. The reality is that most women who get knocked up by men outside of wedlock are not set for life. And so I think it's another example of how social media and headlines and just influencer culture is setting a very bad example for millions of men and women around the world who are observing this situation thinking that could be me. The reality is it's not going to be you, because most people are not billionaires. And the reality is that most single mothers, whether they want to admit it or not, who have children out of wedlock, end up regretting their decision. They'll never admit it to their child, but deep down inside, they know they regret it.
Yeah, and I mean, I want to say this too, because I talked about this earlier in my stream, right? It's good that we got Pearl and Laura in here, because obviously I know both of you personally, and I respect your guys' work, Candace Owens as well. But this is kind of bad, because it gives women like y'all a bad rap, because you guys, are obviously in the conservative space, and when girls like St.Clair do dumb shit like this, or, other women get exposed for being 304s or, pushing certain values, all those tweets that she made about Kamala Harris or whatever, now it's making her look crazy. And the thing is also, is that, you know, women are, some of you guys are considered leaders in this space when it comes to bringing women in. So like, if they think, oh yeah, it's appropriate for me to behave this way or whatever, then it's just the L, right? And it's just, yeah, her old tweets and her old image is coming back to haunt her, it seems. So it is what it is.
Yeah, shut up.
Hey, Myron, I just want to let you know that he was spending Valentine's Day with this other main chick. Is he still here? He was spending Valentine's Day with this main chick who was next to him in the White House.
Well, we don't know if he was with her for Valentine's Day. We know that they were together the day before Valentine's Day. Because, like, look, he's a rich man. He's a successful man. Maybe he had to work, but he was spending the day before. But obviously, like, you usually know, like, the week of Valentine's Day, like, what your plans are, whether you're going somewhere. So the fact that he's with another woman, in my opinion, like I said, I think that's what posted it, like resulted in the Valentine's Day post, because it almost seems like a bit of a rage post.
Yeah, that was word on the street. I'm just saying that this could be a lesson to the ladies. Like, look at the engineer. Which is main chick right now. They're tweeting hearts at each other on the timeline on the app that he bought, and you never hear any controversy about her. She's never talking about anything political. She just goes to work and builds rockets with Elon and stays in the background. Meanwhile, like, this chick is like blowing him up and trying to embarrass him and even threatening legal action, going to the media, the same media that she said not to come in her life. It's just like, you can tell the difference in.
Well, the other thing too that's important to know is that, like, she had a publicist put out the message. She had it ready to go at 7 p.m. on, you know, Valentine's Day when everybody would be online. You know, she put him on blast. She did a whole thing with the New York Post. And then she said, oh, yeah, I did this to circumvent the tabloids coming after me. But you were able to successfully kind of avoid that for 5 months where, like, you know, besides some people that really knew and had insider information, like, it wouldn't have been that blown up.
I don't personally believe that any media was coming after her.
I don't think so either.
Let's be honest. Like,
I don't think so either.
You can't dox somebody when you live in a condo that's $15,000 a month. You have doormen, you have security. Like, there's no way to dox somebody or have the threat of a dox. You can't get swatted when you live in, like, a penthouse apartment when you have doormen and security guards. Like, you have to have, you know how it is. Like,
and she's in Manhattan.
When I did your show, like, for example, when I did your show, right, and everybody who does your show and they go to your building to do a show, you can't even get up to your place without a building code. You know what I'm saying? So, like, even if you get access to the elevator, you can't go into the elevator to, like, go into these high-rise condos. Like, your studio is, for Fresh and Fit, is in a high-rise condo in Miami. You can't get up there even if you have the address to the studio unless you have the specific code for the elevator. And so that's how all these high-rise buildings are in luxury buildings, whether it's New York or DC or Miami or wherever it may be. So I just don't understand, like, what threat there really was. And also, as somebody who used to live in New York, when I ran for Congress in Florida and I had a New York Post reporter, like, do a photo shoot with me, it was planned 3 weeks ahead of time. So the fact that this was, you know, supposedly announced on a whim, like, the night before, and then the New York Post was there and it was, like, glamour shots with an outfit and, like, it was a photo shoot with full hair and makeup. It's almost like I'm starting to wonder, like, did she plan this, right? It's almost looking like she's the one that, like, planted it with the New York Times or New York Post, because you don't just get a New York Post reporter to show up to your house. And if you're so scared about the media knowing your address, why would you let them into your house? That means that the media was probably in the house where the baby was. I thought you said you didn't want anybody seeing your baby because you were terrified you didn't want anyone seeing the baby. Like, it's just not adding up. So...
Yeah, I don't think.
I've had conversations with her. Like, I've been friendly with her, but at the same time, like, a lot of conservatives don't want to call this bullshit out because they're friends with her. When, like, you can be friends with someone, but also hold people accountable and say your story's not adding up. Like, the story does not add up. It doesn't make any sense. Also, if she wanted privacy, why did she reactivate her Instagram account that she deleted very publicly after she rage quit Instagram the same day that the story came out? Like, why, unless you knew about it and you planned it, like, why would you reactivate your Instagram unless you were trying to get a following on Instagram?
Yeah, no, I was going to say, I think this was all planned. I agree with the whole New York Post thing because, yeah, they contact you weeks in advance. I remember when they wanted to do an article on me, they hit me up like a month or two in advance to do the article, ask me for a comment. So, you know, big publications like that aren't messing around. Also, yeah, she's in the financial district of Manhattan. They're saying the apartment is probably around $40K a month, which I believe it in New York City. And, yeah, you're not going to get upstairs in a building like that when they have security and, you know, and the other thing, too, that's also interesting is that, like, just the timing is like, you know, if you really had the tabloids after you, I think that was all a ruse to kind of justify her putting this out. And I think she did this to put pressure on Elon.
People already knew about it. The reporters didn't give a fuck. I've known about this for a year. Okay, like I know people.
Knew about it
I know
15 months
people.
ago.
I know people who knew about this in the conservative scene who wanted to take it to the press, and the press said, "Who cares? It's just gossip." Like they didn't even want to run with the story. They didn't care about it. People knew about this because it was blurted out at a party during the presidential primary when people got in a fight over whether DeSantis or Trump should win, and she was with DeSantis at the time. Like that's when a ton of people knew about it. And then I, of course, was very pro-Trump, and so everybody was blowing me up and was like, "Oh wow, did you hear about this like whole like you know blow up that happened at this party? Blah blah blah. Like you know she stormed off because you know people were talking about Trump." And then that's when it was like blurted out. And I don't know like whether people were drinking or not. I'm just saying that it seemed to have been like one of these parties where everybody was drinking from the way it was described to me by people who were there and witnessed it. And so like people knew about this. Raheem Kassam literally posted the screenshots of the text messages between his friend who said, "Was I hallucinating or did she say she's carrying Elon's baby?" It wasn't a secret. There was no tabloids. There were reporters who were pitched the story that declined to do the story because they were just like, "Yeah, I don't really give a fuck. Like who cares? Like people have sex all the time, right?" Like it wasn't of anybody's interest. People knew about it.
Yeah, I know like 30
knew about it,
I know
and I
like
don't
30
even know
prominent
that.
figures that knew about it for quite some time, almost 15 months now. I think it's a simple case of Ashley is upset because Elon has got a bunch of other women. He wasn't giving her attention. He wasn't acknowledging the child. And she simply freaked out. Of course she planned this. The New York Post didn't just show up in, 30 minutes. So with the full spread and the feet pics and everything, she clearly is courting attention, and she's pissed, and she's acting like a scorned woman. I think it's just as simple as that.
Hold on, let me just finish what I was saying from before. What I was gonna say was, because I just want to finish what I was gonna say. Basically, yeah, I think this was kind of a shakedown, right? It kind of an indirect shakedown, like, hey, you know, maybe the checks aren't hitting, maybe the rent's not getting paid, maybe she's not getting the money like she's supposed to be getting, and she said, look, I got to put pressure on Elon. He's not responding to my messages. He's not responding to my requests, my emails, whatever it may be. She probably exhausted all options trying to get a hold of him. He wouldn't respond, so she said, you know what, fuck it. I'm going to go ahead and do a full media blitz where he can't ignore me anymore, and he's going to have to pretty much be put in a position where he has to respond to me. I guarantee you now she probably has some kind of correspondence with him because he wants to bring this down. But this was absolutely all planned to put some pressure on him, I think. So, yeah. Definitely an indirect shakedown.
Yeah, she wanted the lifestyle, like just like Grimes. Grimes wanted the lifestyle, and Elon built a house, like a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house in the middle of the desert, so he could build Starbase. And Grimes was like, "Wait, aren't we gonna be rock stars?" Like, no, I got rockets to build, and she left. So
for all those people who didn't know, the inside scoop, like Laura and some others, like just as a casual observer, like I noticed like about a year ago, every single time I would log on to Twitter, her stuff was at the top of my feed. And I don't even follow her. I don't even know who she is. And she's at the top of my feed. And then Elon would be commenting on her stuff. So like, man, something's up here. So for someone who doesn't even know the situation, I had an inclination that they were fucking or something.
They were openly
Right.
tweeting with each other about like
Exactly.
the pull-out
Yes.
method. They were, if you looked at the comments, they were literally joking about like, oh, I love the pull-out method. Oh, I prefer to pull in. Like you don't joke about stuff like that unless you're like fucking somebody. Like
Exactly.
it doesn't matter like if you're like a woman and you have a so-called male friend. The only time like women and men are making sexual jokes with each other is if they're trying to smash or if they are smashing. Like it's just a fact.
yeah, but the word on the street is sorry, did I mute everyone?
Oh, you're fine, dude.
Word on the street is that someone else had the baby because I posted photos on my timeline of like when she should have been like having a bump already, and I even asked some of the ladies like, hey, when you were 5 months, did you have a bump like that? And they're like, yeah, either that's an old photo or doctored or like she's not pregnant. It's weird.
She definitely did have a bump. I actually saw her this was probably one of the last appearances that she made as far as even just like hanging out with friends or with any outsiders that might not know about it. But if you look back, she was wearing like exceptionally baggy clothes.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
That's what I was
remember,
gonna say too. So that's why I'm saying the story about like the isolated pregnancy is just not true. And look, I've had nice engagements with her. Like I've been friendly with her. Whatever. I'm not trying to demonize her right now. But what I'm saying is that if you're going to be making statements like this and trying to be a victim, like, make sure your story actually adds up. Like, it's 100% false that she had an isolated pregnancy. Like, I remember when I was in New York, I saw her at the same protest I was at. It was a protest for immigration, and she showed up, and there were like a bunch of African migrants there. It's on her Instagram. You can literally go see it. And I remember I was there with my friend, and then Savannah Hernandez was there too. And I remember thinking to myself, like, is she pregnant? Like, she looks like really chubby. And she was wearing super baggy clothes, and she was wearing a massive jacket. And I was like, well, I can't even tell if she's pregnant because, like, the clothes are so baggy. And then every time she would travel, like, if you go and you look at her photos, like, she went to Italy for some political conference, she was wearing like a very boxy looking blazer. And I was like, that's not a very like sexy outfit. Like, the only way you'd be wearing an outfit like that is if you were trying to like cover up like a baby bump. And so, like, to say that she wasn't able to have her career, as she said to the Post, and that she wasn't able to like live her life, that's just not true, because she was constantly at events. And so, like, you know, it'd be nice if people would be more understanding and sympathetic towards her if she would say, like, listen, I fell in love with somebody who I thought cared about me because he came inside of me. And it's really sad that we're not getting married, and I thought that he was going to marry me. And because, like, a lot of people have fallen in love with people that don't reciprocate.
I ain't gonna lie, guys. I didn't know some of this shit, that she was still going to events or whatever. Laura got the scoop, man.
Pregnancy and poor me, boo-hoo-hoo. That's just not true. Like, everybody can see the social media history and see that she was out and about while she was pregnant. So, like, just be honest and say that you're upset that he was with another woman the day before Valentine's Day, and you thought that this billionaire was going to put a ring on it. Like, people would be more sympathetic to her if she was just like a young, pretty girl who got her heart broken. But it's just looking crazy now because she's saying she wants privacy, but she's inviting the press up to her $15,000 a month condo.
Yeah, she's just a power hungry person. That's all this is at this point. She's not getting the attention.
That wasn't me, sorry.
That wasn't me either. That was Pearl, probably.
They were doing nothing to hide it at all. I mean, they were literally flirting and talking like people that were actively fucking. She had all this, stark contrast from the type of outfits and things she used to wear. Clearly, there was something going on, and the big thing about this platform is so many people just don't want to say anything that goes against Elon or might even barely offend him, that, we can't even really report on stuff without people getting fucking super pissed, blocking you and limiting your reach, or even people that work for Twitter doing it. So it's just annoying, but it was very obvious. And yes, most of us knew.
Well, it's not even about like just saying anything it's not even about like saying anything about Elon. It's about like people in the conservative movement all want to be friends with each other, and like if people were truly good friends, they would like be demanding accountability for their friends. Like, if you want to be a good friend, you should be telling your friend, hey, like, I just don't think it's a good idea to have an affair with a billionaire, and like, hey, unless you're married, it's probably...
Guys, like the video, by the way. We're only at 1.2K likes, but there's like 2,000 plus you ninjas in here. Like the goddamn video.
Enable you in your behavior, and then like pretend like you're
like 4,000 y'all watch it between YouTube and Rumble. Like the video, guys.
On Valentine's Day because you're upset that somebody's not spending time with you. And again, like I said, I've had nice conversations with her. Like, I'm not trying to demonize anybody, but you can't say I'm logging off. And if she would have just left it at, oh, I'm logging off and I want privacy, people probably wouldn't have cared. But when she did the New York Post spread the next day with the feet pics and like the weird chessboard with the misplaced chess pieces and, all this like personal information, it's just like, do you want privacy? Because people who want privacy don't create Instagram accounts and invite the media into their house.
Well, what I think it is that she recognizes that Musk is failing. I mean, X has lost 80% of its value since he bought it. He's ruined his brand name.
X isn't failing.
Tesla, its price to earnings is about 17x that of other car manufacturers because it's valued as a technology company. And the grift is coming to an end. I think that, there's probably going to be prison time. He's probably going to lose a significant amount of his money. So she's trying to get the bag before he goes bankrupt. And that's probably what I'll say.
You hate Elon.
Bro, he's not going bankrupt, bro. You're delusional.
Yeah, that's
You're
like
delusional,
the most
bro.
low IQ take I've ever heard.
Yeah, back to
Kosminski, and I've
Davinsky.
heard you talk for
Look,
months in spaces.
hold on.
Why are you so stupid,
Yo.
Davinsky?
Look.
Shut up, Destiny.
Yo, look. I'll just be honest about
Bro,
this.
shut the fuck up, you
I
fucking
definitely.
Destiny,
Why the fuck? Hold on, guys.
Bro,
guys.
you spent
Guys.
$200 fucking dollars on two Mexican hookers.
Yo.
You think you're a Chad.
I paid
Yo.
$60 for two sisters.
Yeah, nobody gives a
That was
shit.
good
Shut up,
value.
Davinsky.
That
Yo,
was good.
co-host, you guys gotta like fucking. Yeah. Anyway.
Okay.
What I was gonna say was, Davinsky, bro. Look, man. Elon Musk is the richest guy in the world. I've had my issues with Elon Musk personally. Like, he's fucking took my verification check for some bullshit, for talking about H-1Bs, demonetized me, took my subscribers, whatever. I have a huge axe to grind with him, right? I could make that excuse to have a huge axe to grind. But to sit there and say that he's going to be bankrupt and he's going to go to jail, that's just delusional, bro. It's not going to happen, bro.
This has not. He's only getting more powerful. He's going to become a trillionaire in the next month because of his proximity to President Trump. Within the first 2 months of President Trump winning re-election, his overall net worth combined for his multiple companies exceeded over $650 billion. In addition to what he already had, like, he's not in any shortage of money. Like, that's not. What this is about is about jealousy. It's very simple. It's not like 4D chess or 10D chess or whatever the fuck people want to pretend with all this chess. Okay, it's very, very simple, and it's very easily explained. It's just female nature. She got pregnant. She's probably still dealing with the hormonal imbalance of having a baby and like your hormones readjusting after you have a baby. That's just fact. And she saw a man, like the man that she's in love with, at the White House with another woman and their children. And she probably didn't get any flowers or any like type of loving message on Valentine's Day. And if there's one thing that makes a woman go fucking crazy, it's not just seeing her man with another man or the man that she wishes she could have with another woman. It's literally getting rejected on Valentine's Day, the day that you're supposed to be validated if you are the one. Okay, this is why so many people lose their shit on Valentine's Day. So that's what it was all about. Like, she probably thought, like, and I'm not speaking for her, but it probably really honestly boiled down to, he better do something for me for Valentine's Day or else I'm going to have this message ready to go. It's just like, it's very, and then you could see Elon didn't even acknowledge her even after she blew him up online, but he acknowledged Siobhan, the other woman. She posted the photos of their babies together, even amidst the controversy. Like, most women would be upset and be like, oh, you have another woman that you impregnated? Like, fuck you, I don't want to talk to you. Even amidst like a viral scandal, his other baby mama posted a photo of them at the White House. And then not only are they like posting lovey-dovey heart emojis and kissy emojis back and forth, but then the grandmother, his mother, is like posting it too. So like, obviously she's clearly not accepted by the mother. She's clearly like not accepted by the other baby mamas. And so there's probably, some resentment. Like, anybody would feel resentment. I'm not taking her side on this. I'm just simply saying that it's very easy to see what's going on here. It's jealousy. And most women, when they feel like they're being when women feel like they're being replaced, like, a lot of times they lash out. It's just human nature.
Daily Wire right now is saying that CEO Jeremy Boring is saying that we've all made mistakes, so we shouldn't criticize Elon and Ashley St.Clair.
But it's not a mistake. Like, they planned it. You can clearly see they wanted a baby. She was a single mom posting on a timeline about how, like, she was a single mom and wanted to have another baby, but because she was a single mom, she didn't know if she would have another baby. And then he replied to one of her long tweets and said, "That's a beautiful story. I hope you have more children." And then she said, "Thank you, me too." Like, this was all very coordinated. And if you read anything about the way that Elon conceives his kids, I'm not even saying that sex was involved. I don't know. I'm not there. I didn't see it. But a lot of the ways, like, he's conceived children with women in the past, if you read about it, is through IVF. And there's reports about how he's, like, offered his seed to women he's worked with simply because, like, he wants to have other kids, not because he wants to be romantically involved with them, but because, like, he wants to have a lot of children. So we don't even know if I'm not saying that we don't know if they had sex. She said it was a romance, so I'm assuming they had sex. But, like, for all we know, it could have just been an IVF baby.
Myron, what's your take on it, on the Daily Wire stuff?
Well, I'm not surprised. Jeremy Boring, Alex Jones, all of them kind of came to Elon Musk's defense. It's kind of funny because there's a group of people on X that, like, will never say anything like negative about Elon, right? Because they're scared of maybe getting demonetized or getting retribution, because obviously we've been able to see that if you piss Elon off or you say something that he doesn't like, he will demonetize you, he will come after you, he will take your subscribers away. So I'm not surprised that Jeremy Boring and Alex Jones both, didn't want to say anything. Alex Jones made a really pitiful post earlier. I even commented on it, like, damn, bro, like, what the fuck, man? But yeah, it is what it is, man. Like, it's sad to see sometimes.
Yeah, can I jump in here?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I think the most disturbing thing about this is you ain't gonna make no money on X unless you fucking Elon. That's just the reality.
The payouts, bro. That's what I was gonna bring up. Like, these women can't, like, the power shut the fuck up is so good that if you just, ladies, if you're getting good payouts and you're fucking somebody, just stay quiet.
Yeah,
she got 17,000 for this past 2 weeks. Ashley. That's crazy.
Yeah, everyone's gonna start thinking, "Oh, you're next. You're just the next girl. Just stay quiet."
She done.
Did she post her payment?
Here's the thing. She
posted.
Yeah, she posted the payment.
Let me look for it.
For 17 grand.
When did she? Well, I thought that was an old one though. The one that was going around. The old.
And
one.
it don't matter. It don't matter.
No, I'm not justifying it. I mean, obviously,
it went from $500 to 17,000.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave this space in a little bit, so I won't be here much longer. But there's some stuff here I didn't know about, man. That they're definitely
ain't making no 5 figures on X. And
that they're talking about.
She misplayed her hand, so you know what I'm saying. She was in his good graces. However they had the baby, whether he fucked her or whether it was IVF, she was in his good graces. And now she come out with this shit on Valentine's Day. Like, I mean, you could just tell she don't have no way of playing her position, and a lot of women can learn from this shit. If you dealing with a dude like Elon who got money like that, and then he got baby mamas the way that he do, you just need to play your position and shut the hell up. To those type of men, that's loyalty. So she already showed that she was disloyal by going to the media. I mean, if it was me, I wouldn't take her back. But, he might take her back, just because he's in the public eye. He has to make it look good. And he might take her back in some type of capacity.
I don't think he's gonna take her back because she's.
I'm not saying he's taking her back.
She's getting in for a second kid now. You know what I mean? To make sure it's more secure, so he's gonna stay away from that pussy for a while.
Yeah, I'm not saying he gonna keep messing with her like that, but he gonna make it look good for the press, so he doesn't look as bad because the way she putting him out there, he gonna have to do some type of damage control. I think the biggest issue is he need to unleash the payment. He need to unleash the algorithm. He need to stop. Censoring accounts that speak about him or things that he don't agree with. That's just not fair. That's not what the platform was supposed to be when he acquired it. And he need to stop tricking on these hoes. If he want to pay them, he need to pay them out of his own pocket and not use X to send money to the bitches that he fucking. Because that's getting whacked too, and it's a paper trail, and it don't look good. And you're supposed to be a leader in a position where he's supposed to be making our government more efficient. And although we like some of the things that he's doing over there, that doesn't mean that he don't need to keep it peace.
Guys, follow the
sex. Gonna be paying bitches. Sorry, like that, follow this. That's how you do it. No paper
TikTok.
Trail.
Ban Myron Gaines now. Follow it, chat.
Like out in public where you're literally paying bitches through the X algorithm.
But let's be honest. Like, I'm not
they
trying
are
to
not
sound
creative at all. They're not creative at all.
Dude, reclaim.
They're not making
down.
any controversial tweets or anything. So
I'm not trying to sound like petty or anything.
That's the guy who just said that Elon Musk is going to go broke. Just FYI, that's an actual photo of him up in the nest. If y'all want to get a good laugh.
So,
hey guys, can I jump in? Any chance I could jump in and say a few words?
Yeah, Maya, go ahead. Yeah, Maya, go ahead. Yeah, you have that for a while.
Thank
Sorry
you.
about that.
Yeah, no problem. So, hi everyone. My name is Maya Poet. For those who don't know me, I'm a detransitioner, and I'm 25 years old, and I'm trying to, fight for the innocence of kids, and there's a lot of Elon drama going around, and what's a little bit disappointing to me is the fact that, there was a really, really big deal. There was something that happened to Elon, and specifically to one of his children, that I'm surprised didn't go more viral. I mean, it was in the news for a couple days, and it was the fact that his son Xavier was basically, was transitioned, and that Elon, even being the world's richest man, was basically sucker punched into the lies of gender medicine of like, either you castrate your kid or he's going to off himself. And like, I just think, I just think it's a little bit sad that like this baby mama drama is like the thing that captivates the headlines the most. When in regards to Elon drama, when there's this scourge, there's this like big attack on our young people, and it's a cult that I succumbed to as well as a youngster. So maybe that's why I feel it to be more prudent, but like I do think that there is something to be said about the difficulties of having children with multiple mothers, many children with multiple mothers. And I presume that, when he was in that appointment, I mean, Xavier was one of his many kids. So I'm guessing that, the mom was like, we need both parents to sign off on this. Can you come? And so he just, he read the papers, and yeah, obviously the doctors lied to him, but like, the biggest protection I think that a kid could have against this brutal ideology is really to have
no, you
like
can't
two
make this up,
parents
chat.
who are critical thinkers.
Look at this.
And unfortunately, like there are a lot of lies being told to parents, in regards
Chat,
to
look
this
at this.
transgender thing. And some of these lies I've spoken about in this video that I just posted up here as I was testifying against the bill. So I would really appreciate it if those of you who are parents could just watch this video, possibly share it
Bro,
with
you
other
can't make
parents,
this shit up,
because
chat.
There is this like big.
Can't make this up.
What? How did they turn this into a fucking transgender?
Yeah,
hey, bro.
It was just too off topic.
Promoting themselves. Hey,
Look at a shameless plug.
Look, here's the reality. Elon is a rich simp. He don't know how to deal with bitches. The only way he know how to deal with bitches in the capacity of financial. So he paying bitches. He doesn't know how to vet them. And the reason why his kid is trans right now is because he didn't vet the baby mama, and he didn't spend enough time with that young man. A young boy especially, needs his father to teach him how to be a man, or some man, uncle, goddamn cousin.
But hold on,
something.
if you have 13 kids, you don't think there's a chance that one of them turns out a little bit different?
Hell nah, hell.
If you have
people
more
were having
16
kids back in the day.
Hit it right, but 13
my great grandmama had 13 kids. My great grandmama had 13 kids. Ain't none of them gay. Ain't none of them nothing. Okay, so let me tell you what.
None of them are gay. I'm 13.
Follow the 6 out niggas.
None of them are gay.
11K.
And they all had children. Bro, I'm telling you, back in the day, they was having
you did a
hella
great job.
kids.
That's pretty good odds. Normally, if you got like a big family, one person's all fruity. Let's be honest.
Let's
Cousins,
stop
everybody.
Guys, you guys are going off topic. You guys are talking about the probability of having trans children now. That's not what we're talking about. All right.
Guys, also, like the video, man. We're only at 1.3K likes. We got 2,100 you guys in here. Like the goddamn video. I'm in here in this goddamn space chat with these retards. I need you guys to like the goddamn video. I'm about to leave this shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie, though. And I'm probably going to go another 8 minutes or so, give it 3 hours for the stream, and then we're going to call it a day. But yeah.
And that is what needs to be being discussed right here, because this is bad for business. At the end of the day, he has the ear of the president. He's at the right hand of the president. He's literally, in the Oval Office talking to reporters. He's right there. And then he got all this drama. It's not good. You know what I'm saying? It's bad for business. So he needs somebody who's real real player, who come in and say, hey, bro, we can mop this shit up real quick.
Are you going to make the same thing for the third time, the same point?
I think... Well, you ain't making no points, motherfucker, so what the hell?
Nobody else can make a point.
At the end of the day... All right, I'm going to... Guys, we can't all talk over each other. I wanted to give the floor to I added candidate for Governor of Florida 2026, and I also want to ask Myron the same thing. What have you seen in terms of two-facedness in conservative politics? Like, what is your experience with, like,
we got 1,300 people in here,
Ashley
chat.
St.Clair, she had
1,300 in here, chat.
She was another. I found
in this
that
Twitter
to be really
space.
consistent in conservatives, but I wanted to know you guys' point of view.
Sorry, did I double mute?
Sorry, I unmuted. Sorry, I realized I muted. Go ahead.
He could go first.
Is that Matt?
Yeah, I think.
Not that anyone asked me, but it's
I think he dropped, but yeah, go ahead.
Not that anyone asked me, but
Matt's still here. Matt's still here.
I know. I'm personal friends with probably, I don't know, 20, 30 pretty prominent influencers. And I can just tell you, the people that are pushing conservative values most of the time are pushing it on Twitter, and they're doing almost the precise opposite in real life. They are drinking, they are having premarital sex, they are, in often cases, smoking marijuana, doing drugs. They don't live in a traditional life in any sense. They live like, just basic, I don't want to call them all degenerates, but they certainly don't live aligned with the principles that they espouse. And it's rampant. It does. You just pick someone, and chances are that's how it is. And even some of these people that are like prominent Christian figures and things like that, they cheat on their wives and fuck strippers, and half of them do gay stuff and everything. I mean, it is perhaps the most hypocrisy-filled group that I've ever been involved in. Really, I don't know if that's everyone else's experience, but it's fucking crazy.
I could speak to this real quick, and this is the beauty of me coming from like a more dating space / because obviously I do the political stuff too, but that's not like my focus, right? So like I do more cultural stuff, dating. So for me, right, I didn't have to have this very rigid right-wing conservative viewpoint and values to be able to build an audience. So I think for a lot of these people, right, they obviously have to say one thing and do certain things to build an audience, but then in their real and personal life, they do a bunch of fuck shit, which I've seen at some of these RNCs and AmFest, whatever it may be. So yeah, I mean, definitely they be doing some bullshit, and luckily for me, right, like when people try to sit there and say, oh, well, Myron, you talk about having multiple girlfriends and you talk about getting laid and 50 bodies and shit. And I'm like, yeah, I've been talking about this for fucking years. Like, I haven't changed my views, right? I do obviously talk a lot about the nuclear family and how important it is. But at the same time, I understand that building a nuclear family in 2025 with a lot of these women, quite frankly, isn't a good idea because a lot of them are hoes. I mean, you look at someone like Ashley St.Clair who poses a trad thought, right? That's an average looking chick that would have a lot of guys fooled. And they'd be like, oh shit, she'd be a trad wife. But they don't know that she used to be a 3 or 4, do drugs, all this other shit. So I think like obviously conservative values are awesome and it's great. But the reality is it's very difficult for you as a man to be a real conservative and navigate the sexual marketplace effectively in a first world Western country unless you know what the fuck you're doing. And quite frankly, I hate to say it, but the Bible, the Torah, and the Quran is not going to prepare you for modern women. You got to get out there and experience shit. And that's kind of where I differ with them because I'm not just a political commentator. I cover other things as well. And I've never, sat there and said, oh yeah, I'm a devout religious person. Like, nah, man, I'm realistic.
Yeah, so at some point along the way here, the conservative right wing of the Republican Party has adopted, Christian Judeo ideologies.
Christian Judeo is fake.
What's that?
Christian Judeo is fake.
No, exactly, 100%. But what I'm saying is they adopted that, right? And so every conservative politician now, every conservative influencer has to act like there's some, Bible thumping, Jesus loving, pure person, and they're not sinning at all. When in all reality, that's like an impossible standard for anybody to meet because everybody falls short of the glory of God. Everybody makes mistakes, and we're all humans. But the problem with the conservative movement is that they're portraying.
But you have to stop saying that. This wasn't. Why is everyone acting like this is a mistake? This was planned. Like, stop acting like this is a victim.
Yeah.
This was planned.
No, we're not
they
talking
didn't.
about
They planned. Yeah, they planned the pregnancy.
Yeah, no,
like
of course.
it's planned.
I'm
But
not
why do
talking
people?
about that,
Why do
but-
people keep saying like it's a mistake? It's not a mistake. Like, this is a classic case of a woman that wanted to like baby trap a billionaire, and now she's just jealous she's not the one that's getting a wedding ring, so she's lashing out. Like, this isn't a mistake. She wanted a baby from a rich man.
No, 100%. Yeah, I'm not talking about Ashley.
Yeah, but so many conservatives are like, oh, mistakes happen. Like, yeah, like that's why you get on fucking birth control.
No.
Yeah.
You're no. We're on
I
the
mean,
same
like,
page.
I
You're
knew
making
about
the same
pregnancy
point.
all the way back in June myself.
Yeah, like
I'm
everybody
freaking a tiny account.
knew about it. My point is like, it's not a mistake. Like when people plan it, like what's happening is it's like people having unfulfilled expectations that were made up fantasies in their own mind, and so they're lashing out and having an emotional reaction because their love life isn't going the way they want it. Like, they very clearly have exchanges with
It's
each other.
hilarious that Laura
about,
interrupted
like,
that Matt guy because
engaging
he is
in
a
sexual
retard.
activity. Like, this is clearly not like an accidental pregnancy.
Dude said Judeo-Christian values. Bro, anyone that says Judeo-Christian values, they're retards, chat. Anyone that says Judeo-Christian values is a fucking retard. And it's hilarious that she interrupted this guy, Matt, because he's an idiot. And he tried to sit there and argue with me on a space over JFK, and he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. So, yeah, W interruption for that one.
Ruin what he's doing with Doge, what he's doing with helping President Trump, what he's doing.
Anyway, I'm going to dip out, man. I'm going to leave this space. Chat, I'm going to go ahead and, yeah, I'm out, man. I'm going to leave. I know y'all wanted me to join, but I'm going to dip out now.
Musk at this point is the...
All right. So, let's see here. I said what I had to say. Yeah, Charlie Kirk said that shit. I know, bro. Yeah, dude. Literally, Judeo-Christian is retarded. Why is it retarded? Because Judaism opposes Christianity, right? Like, the reality is that, you know, you look at any scripture and, oh shit, hold on one second. Oh, you got her? Okay, yeah, it's Leah. She wants to get inside. If you look at the Christian scripture, like, it's pretty clear in there that, you know, them boys killed your boy Jesus. And they're, you know, obviously like the Schofield Bible and these other, like, you know, interpretations, these bullshit interpretations, these modernity interpretations, dispensationalism, as my boy Andrew Wilson calls it, like, it's come in and bastardized the message. So, you know, Judeo-Christian value is not even a thing, dude. Like, they're two completely different religions. They oppose each other. Like, literally, it's either in the Talmud or in the Bible. In the Talmud or in the Torah, that Jesus is burning in human excrement and waste. Like they don't accept Jesus at all. They don't accept him whatsoever. You know what I mean? Like, they look at him as like a sorcerer. Right? And I'm not even Christian, and I'm telling y'all this. So, yeah. You know, I can have Fresh talk about it more. Or maybe even Angie reads the Bible. But yeah, it is an oxymoron. Let's see here. But that's why I look at, like, Judeo-Christian stupid. And the people that say it, 9 out of 10 times, guys, the people, like, use that terminology, like, they're stupid Zionists, man, that believe in, like, the Schofield Bible and shit most of the time. Or they're evangelical Christians, like, just retards. Like, anyone that I have ever heard use the term Judeo-Christian, like, number one, it's an American term. I've never heard anyone that's not American say it. And then they're also dumb Zionists, and they also, like, are hardcore, like, I love Netanyahu, I love Israel. Like, everyone I've ever heard say that term Judeo-Christian value is like a retard when it comes to the Israel problem. Absolute retard. Left Fresh JQ in a debrief. I don't think Fresh will, chat. Let's see here. Let me see if I missed any chats for you guys. Oh, we're already at 1,000 likes, by the way. OSS, you guys went hard on that post. Shout out to y'all niggas, man. Can't trust the former T. She betrayed her team twice. Yeah, facts. Mark Hughes says, now it makes sense she was getting pay, hefty 7 to 10K. She's getting her allowance via Twitter payment. Fake Elon Adrian Dittman tweeted, I don't pull out, insinuated he's Elon. Who do you think Elon next baby mother is going to be? I think Tiffany Wong, as she's another chick that got paid a lot and Elon boosted by replying her tweets. Yeah, you're right. She blocked me too, that dumb bitch. Next time you debate Shmuley, please ask when was his last mitzvah pay? Bro, I don't know what the hell that means, man. Wonder if she got the BBC she longed for. 3 diglets. Okay. What else? I think we're caught up here, man. Oh, Alboys, at least now people will wake up and stop listening and platforming right-wing creators are the biggest grifters ever. Women, white, right-wing. Look, there's a few that are cool, right? Like, I'll give Laura credit. Laura's not a grifter. She's stuck by Trump since 2015. I know a lot of y'all don't like Laura Loomer, but one thing you can't take away from her is that she is absolutely loyal to Donald Trump and the MAGA movement. She's always been, right? Despite the fact that I think she should have a job in the MAGA thing, and she doesn't, and she still does shit on Trump. Credit there. Candace Owens, obviously. Oh, and Laura Loomer is a very good journalist. I know some of y'all don't like her, but she's a great journalist, breaks great stories. Candace Owens, I like a lot, right? Candace Owens is great. Pearl, I like Pearl, right? Pearl's done a lot of good work. You know, she pissed me off before, but she's done good work. She's working on a documentary showing how the divorce machine destroys men. That's awesome. So yeah, man, there's a couple others I just can't think of to my head that I follow on Twitter that are pretty fucking good. I think, like, what's her name? Liz Conkin or something like that. She's good. She exposes, like, predators. There's a few, man. There's definitely a few. Not a lot, but there's a few. And you guys know me, I will give credit to women when it's due. I will, but most of the time they're retarded. Laura yaps a lot. Well, guys, she knows a lot. She knows St. Clair like personally. You know what I mean? So, and she said a bunch of shit that I didn't know. I didn't know that she was still going to events. I didn't know that, bro. So, yeah. Someone said search Mitzvah Pibet on a different tab. Okay. Myron, you going to react to police videos? This is what I'll do. If we hit 2,000 likes, I'll react to police videos. I'll react to like 2 or 3. But I need 2,000 likes, and I'll do it. Because I know a bunch of y'all niggas didn't like the video. Like, there's a bunch of you guys that came in and came out. If we hit 2,000 likes on YouTube, I'll do it. And we got another like 2K of you guys watching on fucking Rumble. So we should be well over 2,000. So I'll go ahead and I'll drop the YouTube link for you ninjas. And we'll watch some police videos. If you guys want to. Rumble ninjas, I'll drop the link here for all of you. Someone said, Angela Belcamino's running a space with a lot of lib haters. You should cook there. La Santa said that? Do I follow her on X? Let me look here. Yeah, there's like 300 people in here. She probably won't give me a mic if I join this chat. Oh, yeah. This stupid chick. Yeah, there's a bunch of idiots in here. This dumbass didn't know anything about JFK. I made her look stupid in that in a tweet that I made when I reposted this dumb chick. But she's co-host, bro. These three as co-hosts are like, they're going to mute me every single time, chat. I won't be able to get a word out. I won't be able to get a word out. I can go in there and cook, but they're not going to let me cook. So, yeah. And honestly, nobody knows who these niggas are, bro. Like, a lot of these people, bro, these people on Twitter, like, they're fucking nobody's chat. If I'm being honest with y'all, like, these niggas are losers. Nobody knows who the fuck they are, man. Like, they're like big on Twitter and shit, but it's like, bruh, like, if you're just big on Twitter, no one cares, if I'm being honest. Like, Twitter is what I call, like, an accessory app. It's like, if you're big on there, great, like, you can use it, but if, like, that's the only place you're big, nobody gives a fuck, bro.
Falcon punch!
Like, you're in the political space. But even then, bro, even then, like, if it's not an election year, it's like, bro, like, people aren't checking for politics like that. You know what I mean? Let's just keep it all the way a million. If it's not an election year, right? It's like 2 years into an administration or some shit. Like, come on, man. Yeah, if I had 2,000, I'll go ahead and do it. We got 1.6. So, yeah. Oh, shit. Brett just sent me a bunch of verses where they talk shit about Jesus. Appreciate that, Brett. I won't read them now, but all right. I'm just sending quick text stuff. Guys, I'm thinking of doing the next Red Pill Avengers May 5th. I said March 5th, sorry. March 5th is what I'm thinking. My eardrums got punched? Your eardrums get punched, bro. Does Elon have a condition, the way he talks and such? He probably had autism. Owlboy says all right-wing Simps complaining, congratulating her are annoying as fuck. I'd say conservative Simps are closer, nearly worse. Even regular average Simps today's raw facts. They're stupid, bro. I think the chat said the Falcon Punch was low. Might want to try it again. Nah, I'm not going to. I'll lower the volume on the Falcon Punch because I already know niggas are probably crying about that shit. Let me lower it for you guys. I got it loud. There we go. This
Falcon Punch
should be better now. Okay. Let's see here. Let's see. I fixed it, chat. The Falcon Punch. All right, let's see. Did we hit 2K, niggas? Did we hit 2K? Nope, we didn't. All right, we didn't hit 2K, chat. So I'm gonna the hell? Oh, Fresh is live right now? What the fuck? Oh shit. Okay, they're doing like a dating debate. All right. They started 4 minutes ago. All right, cool. So I'm gonna hop off then, guys. If Fresh is on, I'm gonna hop off. Here he is right here. You go check him out on his channel, A Fresh Start. These niggas
Share the StreamYard link. Yeah, let me.
Okay,
let me change
it's got to
real
be.
quick.
Yeah, it's got to be the.
I think traveling is not a bad thing. Of course, I think people can expand their mindset when they travel. I just wonder because in Colombia, right? I was there for a couple weeks, off and on, back in the day, and it dawned to me that like it's quality girls here, but they're all the same. Does that happen to you guys? Like you go somewhere and they all are pretty much like copies of each other. They're like long dark hair, same face, same antics, and to me it's like I don't mind traveling, but I don't want the same girl nonstop. You know what I'm saying?
All right. So you hit the nail on the head, Fresh. I could tell a girl from all the places I travel to. By the way, Tristan, I'm going to send you the correct. This is one for your stream, right? So
Okay.
I'm doing it on mine. Fresh is doing it on his. We're doing a three-way. No homo, but I'm going to send you. This is the one on your Instagram that's going to go to your YouTube. So that's the correct one for your YouTube. So I'll let you get that set up.
Also, guys, I got a new video out.
Women are quitting their careers to do
another clip right here. How feminism will backfire, guys. Definitely make sure to go check this out. Dropped this a little bit ago. So go watch. I'll drop the link for you guys in here in the chat. This came from the Culture War episode. Okay. So definitely go check it out. I'll drop it again for you guys. I'm gonna put timestamps in it for you guys as well. There's the link right there, niggas. But yeah, I'm gonna get off, guys, because I gotta wake up. Guys, I gotta wake up. I gotta wake up literally at like 5 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. I'm going up. For those that aren't familiar, or you didn't hear it before, I'm going to Tampa tomorrow. I'm gonna go do an interview with Matthew Cox. Right? You guys know he got arrested by the FBI. We had him on the show before for fraud. Great interview. I'm gonna go up and reciprocate, do an interview with him. Then I'm gonna come back, do the debrief at 5 p.m. with you guys. Then I'm gonna go ahead and do Fresh and Fit, Money Monday, and we're gonna go ahead and do a nighttime show for you guys after that. So I'm gonna be cooking tomorrow. We're gonna be busy as fuck. Then Tuesday, we're going to Mar-a-Lago. So I don't know if I'm gonna be doing the debrief on Tuesday. And then Wednesday, I'm working on getting you guys Dave Ike. So that's gonna have to be on Rumble, of course. We're gonna try to bring David Ike on Fresh and Fit. And we'll probably multi-stream it where I'll do we'll do it on Myron Gaines X as well as on Fresh and Fit. Right? So we bring in, because I know a lot of you guys, I mean, I'm blessed for it. A lot of you guys are in here. How many, actually, you know what? Let me just get an idea here. How many of you guys are only sub to Myron Gaines X, but you're not sub to Fresh and Fit? Give me a 1 if you're not sub to Fresh and Fit on Rumble or on YouTube. Give me a 1 if you're not sub to Fresh and Fit. Not subbed. If you're not sub to Fresh and Fit. Okay. Sub to both. Good. All right, I see a couple of ones. So on Rumble, you guys are all sub to both. But on YouTube, I see a couple of ones. Sub to all. Okay. Keeps unsubbing me, bro. Yo, I'm telling you, bro. I think on YouTube, it's unsubbing you guys. I think on YouTube, it's unsubbing you guys because we've been losing subscribers and it doesn't make sense. I'm here for the politics. Okay. All right. Nigga said L1 L fresh. Come on, man. Come on. Okay. Sub to both. All right. Fair enough. But yeah, so that's why, guys, I'm gonna be look, I'd be going all night with y'all, pause, normally, but literally I gotta wake up early tomorrow, go to the airport, fly into Tampa, gonna go do an interview. After I knock out that interview, I'm gonna literally fly back, come back here, do a show for you guys on Myron Gaines X. I think I'm gonna cover Israel trying to attack Iran in the first few months of 2025. I'm gonna cover that, maybe, is what I think. And any other news that comes in. I think Cash Patel as well is going to come up. So that's what I'm going to cover tomorrow. So I'm going to cover the news tomorrow for you guys, Myron Gaines X. Then we're going to do Fresh Fit. Then we're going to do Fresh Fit After Hours. Then we're going to do Mar-a-Lago Tuesday. Then Wednesday, I'm trying to bring David Icke on. Okay, I'm talking with the son right now. We're trying to get him scheduled for Wednesday. It'll probably be around 2 p.m. if we do it. Trying to get David Icke on. I'm really excited to have him on because he's like the British version of Alex Jones, and he hasn't sold out. Right? Then Thursday, I think I'm going to go on a radio show. I think I'm going to do a radio show, like out of Vegas and shit like that. So, we got some fire coming, guys. Yeah, YouTube is unsubscribing, y'all. Yo, I fucking knew it, bro. I knew YouTube was on some bullshit, bro. I'm telling y'all, bro, all the red pill channels are shadow banned and they're unsubbing people, bro. If you're on that DHS list, they're fucking with us, man. It's annoying as fuck. So, Omega Alfado said my eardrums got punched. All right. Late to the stream, WMGX. Appreciate that. So, yeah, guys, watch this video. It's a clip we just dropped. Go watch Fresh as well. Okay. I just dropped the link on YouTube and Castle Club and YouTube, Castle Club, and Rumble. All right, guys. So I'm going to get ready. I'm going to get some food and go to sleep because I got to wake up really early tomorrow. And I got to be sharp for that interview. It's going to be a long interview with Matt Cox. It's going to be a good time. If I didn't have to do that interview, I would stay on with y'all and we would cook. We would honestly cook, but I literally got to go to sleep. All right, guys? I've been up since 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm dying. So, guys, go check out this video that I dropped. Okay? New clip, right, on the channel. Okay? How feminism will backfire on all sex workers. And then type OSS in the chat. The commenting below really helps with the algorithm. And then feel free to go check out Fresh. He's live right now on a fresh start. So go show him some love too. He's live right now in here.
He's not exactly like that, but like
So watch Fresh's video and then go support my video after. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna get off. I love y'all niggas.
And then we'd make eye contact.
I'll catch you guys on the next episode.
A couple of times it would just be like.
I'll be back tomorrow for Myron Gaines X, guys. Gonna cover the news. I think I'm gonna cover Cash Patel. I'm gonna cover Israel attacking Iran. Breaking news on that shit. We're gonna break it down. All right, ninjas. Love you guys. Peace.